We're so happy to have you guys here at Race One Surfcraft headquarters. I'm going to take you on a little tour around the factories to show you what we get up to here. But first, let's grab a coffee. So now I've got my coffee. We are in the Race One shop here. This is where you can come and buy all of your surf essentials. We have this amazing wallpaper which showcases so many great moments. This is our Race One Surfcraft and Shore and Partners boardroom. We hold a lot of meetings up here. There's plenty of memorabilia, as you can see. This is our amazing board showroom. They're just so great in the waves. They were actually designed by our very own Race One athletes in Matt Bevilacqua, Zach Morris and myself. So we've been on lots of boards over our time and we all absolutely love these.
It's all on the line for stop number 2 of the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. Will it be glory or heartbreak for the world's best ocean athletes? There's 10,000 points and 75,000 in cash for the champions at the second premier event, the Shore and Partners Swansea Belmont Classic. It's been an epic start to the series, and all eyes are on Ali Day, last year's champion. One win from one start. Can anyone stop this juggernaut from extending his lead? Or will the young gun, Ethan Callahan, leading the rankings after a stellar performance in Coffs Harbour, prove that this is his year? Let's not forget the heavyweights looking to bounce back. Names like Bevilacqua, Askew, Collins, Carberry and Morris are all fired up to get their campaigns back on track. On the women's side, Emma Woods leads the charge, but lurking close are challengers like Fitzsimmons, Rogers and Derbyshire, ready to seize their moment. Anything can happen here on the golden sands of Swansea Belmont. The battles will be fierce, the stories inspiring and the action unmissable. So tune in and watch it all unfold live. This is the Shore and Partners Swansea Belmont Classic. Let's dive in. Tight, we're on.
Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, and it is a wild and woolly Shore and Partners Swansea Belmont Classic. I'm Josh Minogue. Joining me on the beach is Ty Dowker. Ty, it's the second stop of our premier events this summer. 10,000 points, but $75,000 worth of cash and prizes up for grabs today. We've had a bit of a false start this morning with the weather, but we'll get to that later on. It's the racing that I'm worried about.
Yeah, the racing, I tell you what, the stakes are high, but the competition here is even higher because there's super quality. Had the 15s and 17s this morning. We've got the race one ticket winners lining up as well, and the quality we'll see in the males and females from that of the board, the swim, the ski, into the irons, and then team events. It's something special here at Swansea Belmont.
Yeah, we're coming off the back of the Hayden Kenny Classic just a month ago. This is the second of our premier events, and it is super important for these athletes to get really, really good results if they want to get an overall series title. Let's go to the We Are Feel Good Inc. wind and weather report, but at the moment it's a little stormy. We're on a bit of a delay.
Yeah, a little stormy up top and a little bit of rain as well, but in the ocean there's enough to make a difference. Probably 1 to 2 foot, but it's a little nor'east swell. Matter of fact,
we're not too far away from kicking off racing. We'll be maybe 2 or 3 minutes out. The Race 1 tickets, they'll be handed out for the juniors as well. The action's all happening here at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. Let's throw it up to the superstar team in the box, Stu Duff and the legends of the sport.
Thank you to Josh and Ty down on the beach, braving the elements and the wind, the weather. And look, it's a pretty bad beach right now. A storm has just rolled over Newcastle, and here we are, Swansea Belmont Beach for the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series, the Swansea Belmont Classic. Now, we are on a bit of a storm delay, It's the first for us. We're kind of rolling into a bit of cricket season right now where the rain delays happen. We're on a rain delay or a storm delay for the first time ever in the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series.
It is not often that you ever get a rain delay because these athletes can go out in pretty much any weather apart from when there's lightning. So we're going to try and wait for that lightning to pass, and hopefully that passes soon so we can get stuck into the action. But I think the interesting thing now, we're getting rain coming from everywhere.
Paulie's got rain coming out of the top of the tent, raining down on him.
Guys, I need a rain jacket under the tent. I am getting absolutely poured on here, but it is all live action here, Duff.
Oh my gosh, we've
Give
got a lot of
me an
electrical
umbrella
stuff in
under
front
the
of us
tent.
as well. We're in the right in the danger zone right now. But look, at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series, the show must go on, and we have a great program of events lined up. We will start with the open board finalists. We have had qualifiers across the last sort of day and a half of racing from Friday afternoon when everyone rolled into town all through this morning, and we are fired up ready for this finals package, which will start with the boards. It'll roll through to the swims, the skis. We'll then have the main events, the iron. We'll throw a few juniors into the main arena with the youth taplin, and we'll finish with a big 6-person mixed taplin. And Paulie's shaking his head in here. Paulie, you're in a bit of all sorts right now, aren't you?
I love that Duff and Harriet have positioned themselves right smack bang in the middle of the tent. Meanwhile, I'm in the join of two, just absolutely where I need a set of goggles, maybe even a snorkel at this point. I'm going to be underwater by the end of this broadcast.
It's because you're tough. We know you can handle it. You'll be fine over there.
You announced you came out of retirement a month or two ago. You're very much wet, and you're not racing today, but you feel like you should have put the swimwear on.
Yeah, I feel like it, Duff. Look, I came out of retirement only a month ago. I enjoyed it. It was pretty short-lived. Maybe I'll get back in this summer. I don't know. We'll wait and see. At the moment, I'm enjoying a little bit of time off, but it has been incredible, the racing we've seen so far. Yesterday's iron finals into this morning's racing. It's going to be an action-packed final this afternoon. I'm pretty fired up to see.
And we can see the storm is starting to clear, and it's moving over pretty quick, so action won't be too far away. But let's talk through the Friday qualifiers yesterday, because in the Ironman and women, we lost some big names. In the Ironman Paulie, we say goodbye to none other than Kendrick Louis and Joe Collins. Massive scalps.
Yesterday was crazy. It was only small, and usually you think the cream rises to the top and there's not usually too many big upsets, but there certainly was. Probably none other than the current world Ironman champion, Finn Askew, going out yesterday, as well as current World Ocean Series runner-up, Joe Collins, last year's runner-up. He did
or may not be back. We are back. We're battling the elements here. We're thinking on our feet. But, Paulie, you were just talking about the world champion, Finney Askew, world champion at the start of this year. He has missed out on qualification for the final this afternoon, which is massive.
It is huge. And Finn's racing with so much confidence at the moment. We saw how impressive his world Ironman champion was, race win, sorry. But all summer, he's just got that real confidence aura about him. He has even a little bit of cheeky banter. I saw on his Instagram story the other day, he had Joshy Minogue made a call that Ali Day was the man to beat. I love a bit of tongue-in-cheek. The thing I love most about Finn is the confidence. He walked down, made a little bit of banter and said, Ali Day's not the favourite. I am. I'm the current world champion. And then he went out in the heat. So you just can't predict it. Joey Collins is very similar. A young guy, full of steam, plenty of confidence, and they just won't be in the final.
Yeah, he is a superstar of our sport. Another superstar on the beach. I'm not talking about Josh Minot. I'm talking about Izzy Tate from Coogin Headlands. They call themselves the Pirates. She's down there with Josh Minot.
Thanks, guys. There's a lot happening down on the beach, that's for sure, and a lot happening for this young lady. Izzy Tate, second race one ticket winner in as many rounds in the board race. You must be pretty happy with yourself, but I think you're at this level now. Are you used to racing these open girls?
Oh, well, everything's still pretty new, but hopefully I can keep being consistent and keep getting in these board races.
Talk to me about the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. You got off the beach in that open final like you were shot out of a gun, and then one little mistake. Was it a bit of nerves, or just you couldn't believe you were out in front?
Oh, well, I was going out and I was like, whoa, I'm out in the front here, and then just popped up on my knees and just completely missed my board, and I was off, and I was a bit bummed, but just got back on and just tried to rip in.
You're under 17. How different is it racing, I guess, some of your heroes compared to being in your own age group?
Yeah, it's very different. Like, all the girls are they're very tough, but we also have a lot of good competitors in our race, so I think that really helped me prepare for the Opens.
Talk to me about this race one ticket and how good an opportunity it is.
Oh, it's so great. Like, I don't get to compete in the heat, so being able to compete with the Opens, like getting that chance is just really great.
How are the nerves? You're less than 2 minutes away?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I'll just, not too much pressure on me, but yeah, I'll try my best.
Same start, get out in front, lead them around.
Obviously.
Good luck in the final. Izzy Tate going for Coogin Headland, her second race one ticket of the summer. There's only been 2. She's won both of them so far, and I think she's in with a shot in this one. Good luck, mate.
Thank you.
A name to watch here at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic. Back-to-back race one tickets has. How good is Izzy Tate and that under 17 group of girls that keep winning these race one tickets? Do we have how many? 4 under 17 athletes in that open Ironwoman final?
We do, Duff. We actually have 4 under 17s in the open Ironwoman final, which just shows how strong that age group is and how good our sport is from that younger age group progressing through. So we have Isabella Tate, Bianca Raywood and Caitlin Rees, and all 3 of those qualified last night through the finals. So they actually raced against all the other open girls to qualify through. And then Pipi Tapanya ended up beating those 3 girls who came 2nd, 3rd and 4th in order to win that race one ticket to be able to make it through. And she had to win to get through. So such a strong age group.
It's an unbelievable group of girls and an unbelievable age group there. Paulie, you were New South Wales born, you raced in New South Wales. There's 3 New South Wales girls. It's a sport that's been dominated by the Queenslanders for a long time now. To see 3 New South Wales under 17 competitors, it's a lot harder to do it from the south, isn't it?
Yeah, look, it definitely is. I guess I grew up in Queenscliff there on the northern beaches. It is a little bit more challenging there, but I think the hunger and the motivation is definitely still there. What I'm really starting to notice is the bridging of that pathways now. The under 15s and the under 17s, the depth that's coming through is just so strong, and they're getting that confidence from these opportunities of getting to race against the Opens. We can see whether it be the males or the females, whether it's your Noah Mags or your Pipi Tapanya, when they're stepping on the line in these Opens events, they're really got their chest up and they're like, I can mix it with these guys now.
It's crazy, the youthful enthusiasm that they have, and obviously someone that will have so much enthusiasm for racing today is local Swansea Belmont hope, Caitlin Rees. Now, we will see her a fair few times today. She is the great white hope of the home club, the host club today for the Shaw and Partners Swansea Belmont Classic. She is an out-and-out superstar. There is not a weakness in her game.
Oh, she certainly is, and she's so confident. I think that's the thing that we can notice is that these girls, whilst Pulley said it before, they're racing with confidence. They're not intimidated by the open girls. I know when I was that age, I was definitely intimidated. But the coolest thing about her this weekend is she has a cheer squad following her around the beach all through last night and today. They're cheering for her the whole time. So she's got the support of the crowd.
Now, the under 17 girls, they are great, but they've got some superstars in front of them. And what a star-studded Ironwoman final we do have, Has.
Oh, we certainly do. We have the past champion, so last year's World Ocean Series champion, Lana Rogers. She has been on her A game at training, consistently doing so well. Then we have last race, where were we? Alexandra Headlands, so Shaw and Partners Alexandra Headlands champion Emma Woods. She's actually leading the point score at the moment. And both of those girls have actually had an interesting week. Lana Rogers broke her nose, Emma Woods shoulder dislocation, and they're back here racing. They raced so well yesterday.
They are so tough. I was talking Apologies for all those viewers at home for any of the broadcast interruptions that are happening. It's pretty wild down here on the beach here in Newcastle for the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic. And just while we were down, we had that little bit of time to regroup, to talk about things. We started just discussing when else has it all gone wrong, when has it not quite gone to plan. And you brought up one, Paulie, Smith's Beach. What happened there?
Yeah, we were over in WA. We went over to Smith's Beach, and we actually were told we hadn't raced there before. We were all under the assumption that it was like a bay, not much wave or swell or anything at all. The night before, one of the biggest storms rolled through, literally washed away the entire beach. No. All the tents that were set up on the beach, they couldn't even set cans out there. It was a real cowboy show, so to speak. We woke up, they were tossing up all sorts of... you got to find solutions to problems in these situations, and they were running around like a headless chook. But I remember we went from doing a two-loop Ironman to doing a single. The girls, they tossed up even removing the ski leg, I believe, because the surf was so big. Is that right, Haz?
Yeah, so we actually had a vote, and they asked the girls, would you like to do the ski or would you not? And I think it was 11-9.
Oh, wow, close.
Most of the older, experienced girls were the 9 voting for the ski leg, and the 11, generally the younger girls. I was one of the younger girls back then that didn't vote for ski.
What did you vote?
I actually think I voted for not ski, which I'm really disappointed in myself with now, because I am a big believer that the men and the women should be racing the same, equal, which is what it is at every single Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series now, which is awesome. But back then we did drop the ski, and I was very relieved.
I bet you. And obviously, being from Victoria in Mornington, where you're from, it can get wild there sometimes, though, can't it?
Yeah, so I actually grew up in Geelong, not even near the beach, and my home club was Ocean Grove, which can get pretty wild, but definitely not as wild as Northcliffe is now. So I was in for a bit of a shock when I actually moved up to the Gold Coast. I thought I was good at my surf skills, and I wasn't. As soon as I moved to Northcliffe, big dumpy waves, training with the good girls, and I was in for a bit of a shock.
Yeah, and look, that is the beauty of our sport, isn't it? We deal with the elements, we deal with nature, and sometimes Mother Nature throws some creatures out there. We only have to flash back 2 years ago when we tried to run at Manly for the World Ocean Series event, and the man in the grey suit had a feeding frenzy off Manly Beach, and it canned the whole event on us.
Oh, yeah, we do say marine incident, I believe.
Oh, sorry,
in
marine
the industry,
incident.
it's a marine incident. But look, yeah, that's exactly right, Duff. It was just chaos down there at Manly. It was actually unfortunate. Do you remember from memory? It was blue skies, a beautiful wave, perfect surf.
It was one of the nicest days.
And we were all on the beach, absolutely amped up, thinking this is going to be a day of days for events. And then a shark comes along, and next minute we're off, and just like that, we're done.
One thing that we do have on our side is that the waves and the surf, the conditions, they're playing in favour. So it's going to be fast racing out here today. I'd say that for these sort of individual discipline races, we're looking at about a 3.5 minute, 4 minute race. So that'll blow the irons out to a sort of 10 to 12 minutes race. So once the action starts, which seems to be a bit of beach movement happening right now, that we might not be too far away from a restart of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. And obviously we're going to jump straight into the female board in a moment. But the injuries, Lana Rogers and Emma Woods, both under the injury cloud. So Lana Rogers, I was talking to her, she had the broken nose at training, self-inflicted. So as she's going out there to training, the board's flicked up and taken out the nose, and so she's currently still broken, still not 100% healed, obviously. So she's racing today with a broken nose. Emma Woods, same thing, training incident, rolled a wave. As she's rolled the wave, the shoulders popped out. 5 hours the shoulder was out for until they could sort of align it.
Put it back in.
And hopefully she's sort of touch and go right now as to how she's going, but as the current sort of series leader, she's really hoping that it's going to be healthy today, and she's going to put another great performance in after a win on our home beach.
These girls are so tough. These girls, this is what's happened to them during the week, and for most people that would mean, a few weeks out, waiting.
Open female board as they step away into the arena, ready to race. It's going to be position number 1, Lily O'Sullivan, Lily Finardi, Elizabeth Shearer of Terrigal, Ella Garrett of Manly, Chelsea Wood and Jada Kempton of Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. One of 3 redhead athletes in this open female board final, Tully Elliott, Charlotte Hart, Brody Trinker, the current overall series leader. Ash Winsham of North Curl. She was a great competitor last year. She led the series for most of it before getting pipped at the end by Hannah Scully. Tiani Massey in position 11. Bella Williams and Hannah Scully. Hannah Scully now 3-time series champion, 3 in a row, so she's the main threat to the competition of Brody Trinker. Lucy Derbyshire was the winner last weekend at Coffs Harbour. Grace Harris, Lani Waller and Charlie Burns of Redhead. Olivia Corrin, the Kiwi out of BMD Northcliffe. Lizzie Wellborn, one of your great friends, has Georgia Singleton after a recent move to BMD Northcliffe. Has? Who do you like the look of in this?
Oh, there's so many girls here. This is such a strong field, but I'm actually going to go with Brody Trinker today. She is the reigning Australian champion. She's also currently leading the World Ocean Series board race. So she's on 11,600 points, and I've been watching her all weekend, and she is flying on the board. She's also the current MVP leader.
She is. She's a jack of all trades. She's really rounded her game out. She's not just a board paddler anymore. Paulie, do you like anyone?
Yeah, look, I can't go past Izzy Tate. She's now the back-to-back race 1 ticket winner. She won at the Hayden Kearney Classic, and now she's won again here at the World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic. She's looked incredible all morning. We spoke to her earlier. She mentioned she's been working really hard on her sprint finishes. She said she'd actually developed a little bit of a bad habit of falling over at the end. So she's been doing some running at the track, working on those sprint finishes. And funny enough, she actually nailed her sprint finish this morning, beating Katie Rees up the beach and grabbing her second now race 1 ticket in the under-17 board race. So now she's on the line with the women.
Well, after a little storm delay, it does look like they are in the hands of the starters now, Haz and Paulie, and it looks like we are about to get underway for the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic. 21 of our best female athletes, including young under-17 race 1 ticket winner Izzy Tate. It's going to be a fast start off the beach. The action is going to be frantic. About 1 foot of swell straight northeast here on Swansea Belmont on the Newcastle coast, the Lake Macquarie City. They're about to get action underway. And I tell you what, this is greatly anticipated after this storm delay.
Yeah, it's been absolutely cracking racing as we get underway now. The starter has pulled that as a clean start. Little bit of a bungle in the middle there. We've got 2 girls that have come off their board, but aside from that, everyone else got up to an absolute flyer.
Brody Trinker has absolutely flown off the beach there, as has Lily O'Sullivan, who is the current world board champion. So Lily O'Sullivan right up the north, but Brody Trinker through the middle, your current overall series champion. What a start.
Yeah, I called it. Brody Trinker's going really well, but Lily O'Sullivan has been paddling her board so well at the moment. And then on the inside, you see Lizzie Wellborn. Lizzie is so consistent when it comes to board paddling, and she really wants a win. She's chasing a win here. So I know that she'll go to the front. She'll try and go to the front. She'll try and lead all the way around. But these girls are going so well.
Brody Trinker has got some serious fast twitch fibres. Not only is she electric up the beach in her sprint finishes, but just that rating off the beach then, I was blown away by that. It looked like 2-1 to all the other girls.
Whenever I was starting next to Brody Trinker, I would always be excited because I know that she would have the fastest start. I would try and jump on her side wash because I knew that she would pull me out. And that's such a skill to have a fast start. Such a skill.
See, I'd be terrified, Haz. I'd be terrified of starting next to Brody Trinker. You get excited, I get terrified, but she is flying.
Excited.
It's either a blessing or a curse, I feel. If you've got somebody who's a specialist or a fast starter right beside you, right, you can either get off to an absolute flyer on their side or they'll blow you away and you'll end up getting bounced out the back.
But it looks like it's Lizzie Wellborn who's leading at the moment. She's looking really comfortable, really strong. She will really be wanting this. And Tiani Massey is just behind her. Tiani had a little look behind. Tiani paddles really well on her belly, but Lizzie's pulling ahead. Lizzie's confident. She's not even looking behind. She's turning this can and she's on her way in.
Yeah, Lizzie is paddling with confidence right now, but just on her tails. Tiani Massey, she was the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kearney Classic champion. She's got 10,000 points in the bank. Another 10,000 points here will go a long way to the overall series, and this is where the rating lifts up, Paulie.
Yeah, look, the girls are absolutely working on this way home now. We've actually just in the last half an hour noticed that wind has picked up and the girls are getting little bumps on the way home, as we can see. Wellborn working so fast. Look at that power she's putting down on the water. She's trying to milk every bit of the ocean.
Hey, as well as that, race 1 ticket, Isabella Tate. She's right there in the hunt. Just pulled up alongside there, Brodie Trinker. But we've got 2 out in front. It's Tiani Massey Maroochydore. She's over a little bump. This might be home for her. Oh, it fills in a little bit for her. Opens a door now for Lizzie Wellborn. But look at the chase pack. There is a wave on offer as well. It's a race in 2 right now. Tiani Massey of Maroochydore, Lizzie Wellborn of Newport. They're looking behind them. They're searching for waves. Lily O'Sullivan can't get on one out the back. So it is going to be a race in 2. Tiani sits up, Lizzie sits up, they go down it. It's a steep finish up here, all the way through the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series banner. Up on the sand, Lizzie Wellborn gets a clean get off. Tiani Massey trying to fight back. It's Lizzie Wellborn just out in front. It's going to be an absolute photo finish. Lizzie Wellborn of Newport, New South Wales, takes the win over Tiani Massey. She goes one. Lizzie Wellborn goes one better. They flip the script. 1-2 at the Hayden Kenny Classic. Now 1-2 here at the Shaw and Partners Swansea Belmont Classic. World Board Champion Lily O'Sullivan rounds that one out. That is your podium, your top 3. What a way to start the program.
Oh my goodness, what an exciting race. And those 2 girls, they were podium at Alexandra Headlands. They are paddling so fast, and you can see that on the way in. They just pulled ahead of the other 2 girls, Lizzie and Tiani. What a great spin finish, and you can just see the relief on her face, the happiness as she crossed the line, pumping her arms, just really happy for that win.
That's been a victory that Lizzie Wellborn has been knocking on the door for a little while now.
I was thinking that Lizzie Wellborn has been winning and leading board races for the best part of what feels like a decade, but when was her last major win? I mean, she's been very, very close. She's always all but on the podium, but look, I think you can tell that one meant a lot. You don't often see too many big claims from Lizzie, but that was a deep, emotional one.
Yeah, you know her best. She's normally pretty reserved with her emotions, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. I mean, she's a very excitable person. She definitely has some emotions there, but she's been really focusing this season. She had a really big think about it last season, about what she wanted to achieve, and she's really put her head down, and she's been focusing on training. She's got a lot of other things going on, but she really wants to win.
Yeah, after a slow delay to the start of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series, we're straight into presentations now with Joshy Minot.
Shaw and Partners Swansea Belmont Classic board race winner, Lizzie Wellborn. Lizzie, jump down here, we'll have a quick chat. Jump down here, we'll have a quick chat. Lizzie, tell me about that one. You and Tiani head-to-head the entire way. You had to fight for it, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely. I was having flashbacks from Alex just a month ago where we were battling out as well, and I love racing against Tiani. She's such a tough, hard racer, and sprint finishes are hard for me, so I was stoked to be able to get that one on her.
It was a little bit of joy, but I'm going to say a little bit of relief across the line. Is that what you were feeling?
Yeah, I haven't won a board race in a while. A board is my favourite event, and it is really tough. There's so many great female board paddlers now, so it was really nice to be able to get a win.
One for Tiani, one for yourself. A bit of a rivalry starting to happen.
Yeah, see you at Manly, Tiani. Let's go.
Those are fighting words. The ladies are down here and they're getting into it. Congratulations, Lizzie. Well done.
Thank you.
What a race there. Has obviously one of your great friends there, Lizzie Wellborn, business partner as well. One Tiani Massey, one Lizzie Wellborn. Equal points now in the overall series. This is heating up to be one of the showstoppers as the first event of the program. What a race.
That was such a great race. And the thing that I'm thinking now is Hannah Scully. She has won 3 World Ocean Series. These girls want it. They want to take one. They want to not give Hannah Scully another Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series board race. So will it be Lizzie, will it be Tiani, or will one of the others come through? So Brodie Trinker was leading the point score. It'd be interesting to see what the point score is going to look after this. It's so close.
I would say that it'll be an equal first position between Tiani Massey and Lizzie Wellborn, but Brodie Trinker won't be far away. But we turn our attention now to the men's. And what a field of men we do have. We have Angus McPhail of Nearly, Ty Smith Currumbin, Henry Simpson of Alex Headland, Cruz McKee of North Cronulla, Tex Dixon of Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, Nick Green of North Burleigh, Mitch Morris, BMD Northcliffe, Taj Andrews, World Youth Board Champion, and Corey Fletcher, last year's series champion, as well as this year's current leader, Ben Sutton of Wanda, Charlie Verco, Newport, Razor, Braden Casamento, Nathan McKenzie of Surface Paradise, Zach Morris, the Australian board champion, Reece Telfer of Cronulla, Sean Riley, the Victorian out of Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, Connor Maggs, the Rattlesnake, Nick Stoddart, his home beach, he'll be looking to go, Kai Taylor, who was a Swansea nipper as well, and we rounded out with Kurt Murphy, and the race 1 ticket winner, Kyton Pickering of Alex Headland. I've been told he's an unbelievable trainer, Paulie. Who do you like in this one?
Yeah, look, it's hard to pick, Duff. They're all going so fast at the moment. Probably the most impressive thing at the moment is just the depth within the Burleigh squad at the moment, especially across that board paddling. At the moment, Burleigh have got 7 out of 10 overall in the top in the men's board overall, and in today's final they've got 5. So look, that's super impressive in itself. But look, if I'm going to pick a winner, I'm going to go Charlie Verco. He took the win at the Hayden Kenny Classic in our first 10,000 event. He's been paddling the board just incredibly all summer long so far. So I'm going to go with Charlie Verco. What about yourself, Az?
Well, I would really love to see Kyton Pickering, the race 1 ticket winner, to get up. I mean, he's a great board paddler. We watched him do a sprint finish. He worked really hard to pull down a wave and do a sprint finish to take the win. He was impressive, but let's see how he goes against the Opens. I asked some of his mates how was he, and they said, oh, he's just a good bloke. So we always love it when a good bloke wins.
Yeah, one for the good guys there, but it's a different kettle of fish when it comes to the Open men, because there's some big boys that get off the beach extremely quick. As we have a look through, a nice clean start as well. They get a great skim here at Swansea Belmont Beach, straight up and over, and Zach Morris is over that one. Oh, he's off to the side though. The commentator's curse picks him out there, Paulie.
Zach Morris, the Australian board champion, had a great skim, but he just came off the side of his board then. He'll be absolutely kicking himself. It's hard to make out who it is, but definitely on the inside, in second place at the moment, is Charlie Verco on the orange board. Now, leading us out at the moment, it looks like Burleigh. I'm going to say it's Sean Riley. He's currently sitting in 3rd overall, but Sean Riley has had an absolute flying start so far.
Yeah, it's been an absolute flyer there from the young man of Burleigh, and we can see there's about, how many Burleigh we got in there? We've got about 6 Burleigh over it, 5 in total for the Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. They call it the Kingdom under Michael King, and they are making every post a winner so far, and the leader off the beach is still the leader out in the surf, and it could be that former Australian board champion Tex Dixon. He is an absolute flyer off the beach, and these are very similar conditions to where he won in Perth.
Yeah, look, Tex Dixon is a notorious flat water paddler. He's just got one of the hot. He's very, very light. He's only a small fellow, but he's very light on the board. He sits high on the water, and he absolutely flies with a high rating. But at the moment, it's Charlie Verco out in front, and I'm going to say in second place there might be Connor Maggs. You don't usually see him at the front of board races, but he is absolutely electric up the beach. So look, the 2 club mates of Newport right now, it'll be like a good old-fashioned training session for them. It's Charlie Verco and Connor Maggs in 1 and 2, making their way back to the beach.
Yeah, they're going stroke for stroke as they turn around and head in. You can see both of them. They're jumped up onto their knees. They'll do that as soon as they turn the can because they can get some more power. They're really trying to rate up, but the field is actually spread out now. Everyone's trying to pick a different way, and they want to try and get that little runner that brings them down.
Look at the rating on Connor Maggs right then. That is Charlie Verco, one of the most incredible board paddlers, and Connor Maggs' rating was through the roof, then he just paddled away from him.
Yeah, the Rattlesnake, when he senses a win, he loves to strike, and he's starting to strike now. Look at the rating and the power to pull over the top of that one. Connor Maggs is putting on an absolute clinic right now. Still only 19 years of age, only just finished grade 12 last year, and he's pushing himself all the way to get over the top of that one. But it's not enough. Charlie Verco, the box cutter, he's starting to come back into this one, but Charlie Verco still puts the power down on that secondary wave. It's Zach Morris, Kai Taylor, and young Braden Casamento, but it's going to be the hiss of the tail. The Rattlesnake, Connor Maggs, gets the job done here at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic. He's happy with that one. A 1-2 performance there from Newport Beach. Zach Morris of B&D Northcliffe rounds that one out. We then go down the line. Braden Casamento, Kai Taylor, Taj Andrews. Look at the Burleigh storm there. I think Burleigh then took up 5 of the next 5 positions after the podium. What a fantastic race. Connor Maggs, we knew he's a superstar, is at the berth.
He is. He's only young, but we saw him have an incredible Australian titles only a couple of years ago. Everybody was kind of dubbing him as the next big thing, and then last year he was just a little bit quiet, probably by his own expectations, but wow, that was one of the most impressive board paddles I've seen on the way home then. There was not much. The ocean wasn't giving him much, but he was working for it. And do you know what's pretty cool about that then? Charlie Verco was in second and gave him the raise of the finger and said, "No, good job, good work, mate. You deserve that win."
Training partners, club partners. Now, there's one thing that Connor Maggs doesn't need, and it's more confidence. He is full of confidence and he backs his own ability. So a wet sail like that, watch for him in the Ironman final later, because once he gets going, he's hard to stop.
I tell you what, though, this is going to mix up the point score because Corey Fletcher was a little bit back there and he's the current leader on 12,000 points. So this is what they all want. They want the win, they want a podium, but they also are really chasing the points.
And the champions right now on the beach with Joshy Minot.
That was crazy impressive from Connor. That was crazy impressive from Connor. His rating then, like off the can, he burnt Charlie, and then Charlie caught back up, and then he went again. I was like,
and once he gets going, he's hard to stop, Connor. So, like, he could be...
Yeah, that's what I mean. And Connor just smoked him.
Some junior board races in the past. This is probably the biggest open board race you've ever won. You've got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I'm really, really happy. I've been paddling really well at training. It was actually pretty funny. I was at the back and I'm like, I do this every single day with Charlie. So, I mean, we've got a great board group down there at the moment. And I think, this is the biggest win in my career and, I don't want to stop here.
You've said a lot in this pre-season about stepping up, racing the open boys, and when you put yourself out there, people like to cut you down, but I think this is a result we all knew you were capable of, and I think the talk, it's warranted.
Yeah, I feel like the only way to challenge those big names is put yourself out there, and I heard Stu and Max talking on the 10 Talk podcast about a bit of negativity, but you know what? If you're a character and you put yourself out there and you come out with performances that you and your coaches know you can do, that says all the talking.
Plenty more wins to come?
Oh, hopefully. I mean, we're training really well, so we'll see how we go. A couple more races today.
Congratulations, mate. Huge win. Well done. Hopefully we see you on the top step plenty more times this summer.
Thank you, and get Noah Maggs that Macca's sponsorship.
Great job, Connor. Great job, Joshy, Minnie Minogue as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now the open female surf race.
Yeah, talk the talk, but Connor Maggs walking the walk, mixing it, his biggest win there. But we were just talking as well about Zach Morris's performance. Fell off at the start, found himself on the podium, Paulie. Hard to do.
It's very, very hard to do, especially in flat water racing like this in that calibre of field. If you fall off at the start and you're in last, which he was, to come through and finish third, that was just incredible. He is the Australian board champion, so he is an incredible paddler. But wow, that was a pretty impressive paddle.
Extremely impressive. And look, we change it up. We go from the board to the swim, and one superstar name we do not get to see, unfortunately. Should be watching at home though, Lani Pallister. Now that opens the door right up, doesn't it, Haz?
It certainly does. There are so many great swimmers down here. A lot of them are training in the pool every morning, 5 a.m. I don't know who to pick, but if I'm going to pick one, I'm actually going to back Naomi Scott. She won the World Ocean Series last year for the surf race. She's had a little bit of a bumpy off-season, but she's been consistent with her swimming lately, and she loves to lead and loves to win.
Paulie, do you like the look of anyone? Do you think there's anyone that might surprise here today?
Oh, look, the young gun, Pippi Tapanya. How can you not put her in with a red-hot chance of winning this? She's won 2 race 1 tickets today already in the under-17. She's won the swim and the Ironwoman, so we'll see her up a little bit later today in the Open Ironwoman final. But do you know what the craziest stat is? She's an under-17 and she's the current leader of the Open swim race overall. So when you talk, you can't really say she's a young gun when she's leading the series thus far.
Well, that's it. She's laid down the challenge to the Open females, and at the moment, she's winning the battle. battle. So
she certainly is. She's also very confident. Had a chat to her this morning, and she said, I just want to go out there. I want to mix it with these open girls.
Got to love that. You've got to love that. The young kids these days, I love to chat on them, and that was one of the best ones then. Connor Mag says, I love putting myself out there. You've got to have the character, and, you know, he's talking the talk, but now they're walking the walk, and Pippi DePania sounds like she's got all the confidence as well.
Yeah, a couple of other names to look for. The Sunshine Beach there cap, Gemma Smith-Welch as the girls jump in the water. The BMD Northcliffe cap and Naomi Scott. Annalise Kibble, the AK-47, has been on fire. Bella Williams is an absolute super fish, as well as that Jazzy Raywood and Claudia Ray-Slavin. Lily O'Sullivan, the world surf champion. Freya Wilson has been in great form as well. And as well as that, Lani Waller, watch for her in the red head cap. But what a race we've got in offer as the girls make a fast start.
It actually looks like Naomi Scott is headed. She's at the lead already on the left-hand side. But what we noticed this morning, a lot of them were trying to run down to the right. So it'll be interesting to see how she goes. But she's leading out there on the left-hand side. And it looks like Lily O'Sullivan is leading in the middle. So we've got a bit of a spread across here. And Pippi DePania is on the right.
Yeah, well, Naomi Scott was last year's overall series champion. So we know what a star she is. She's an Australian Ironwoman champion. She was the Australian ski champion this year. She can just do it all. And right now you can see she's out in front. She's leading this one out. And look, she's going to be very, very tough to beat.
She will be. And she's been coming second to Lani Pallister quite a bit over the last couple of years. So she will be happy that that is wide open for her today. The other thing about Naomi Scott is she loves a short race. These are semi-short races today, but as we can see, they've just got that intensity up the whole way through. She's going so well there. She's powering out in front. So it looks like Naomi Scott is potentially in the lead. We're heading to that first can. We're just about to go around that first can, but then it looks like Lily O'Sullivan is in second.
Well, no one else loves short course racing as much as Lily Sullivan. She's the current world champion, and she is extremely impressive in that short, explosive racing. We can just see now that the girls have rounded the first can. From what we can see here, it's definitely a Burley cap on the inside. I'm going to say it's Lily Sullivan. On the outside of her is a Northcliffe cap.
It's Naomi Scott and Lily O'Sullivan. I can tell from their goggles, they wear them all the time. The big loping stroke of Naomi Scott, and then Lily O'Sullivan. She's been switched on this season. She's been training really hard. I was speaking to her coach Michael King before, and he said she's applied herself the best she ever has. So it's exciting to see her race. But Pippi DePania,
yeah, look at that, the under-17 Pippi DePania. Here we are talking about the Open girls and forgetting all about our Race 1 under-17 ticket winner Pippi DePania, and she is in the mix. She is absolutely hot on the heels of Lily Sullivan. She is in third, but it almost looks like she's pushing up the inside now.
Yeah, she's not sitting in behind. She's not thinking, I want to sit in behind Lily O'Sullivan. She's saying, I'm going to come up around the outside and I'm going to see if I can win this race. I love the confidence.
Love it. This is absolutely textbook swimming for Pippi DePania. I can see she is flying on this way home. She's just motoring on that northern side. Now, the sandbank is a little bit shallower on the north, so if Pippi can get there the same time as Naomi Scott and Lily Sullivan, she's every chance of a wave. And here we go, Stu Duff. It looks like there's a wave out the back.
Yeah, there's a few waves that spread across the beach here at Swansea Belmont for the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series. We've got the girls in the water for the swim final, and we're about to get to panic stations because there's waves on. Pippi DePania tries to kick on. She won't pick that one up. Neither will Lily O'Sullivan or Naomi Scott. Back markers, though. Waves on for the back markers. Newport kick down on the southern side.
No.
Pippi DePania over the top. No, it's going to be a leader's wave. Lily O'Sullivan is going to make her merit worth it. She's going to go from the can all the way in. She's going to take this one out. The world champion now becomes the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont champion. That's 10,000 points and the prize money to go with it in the bank. A big happy smile across the face. Pippi DePania stands up as well. She looks like she's going to be runner-up. She's going to extend the lead in the overall series. So watch out. The young gun, Pippi DePania, she means business and she ain't going anywhere.
Wow, what a result from Pippi DePania in second.
The AK-47 comes across. Annalise Kibble. Dominic Stitt there of Malulba in fifth, as well as Redhead as well. Could be that of Lani Waller of Redhead. Potentially Andy Widseth as well. It's Lani Waller of Redhead in fourth. Gemma Smith-Welch in sixth spot. Emily Hollyman there in seventh, but Lily O'Sullivan pretty much led from can to beach to win it all.
Yeah, that was so impressive. And Naomi Scott was also leading alongside her and just missed that wave, and that just makes all the difference. Lily O'Sullivan put that effort in. She came down it. She took the win. So incredible.
What a turn of events, though, for Naomi Scott. She led to the first can. She was in the lead into the wave zone. She has finished 11th overall. That is just heartbreaking, Haz.
That really is heartbreaking. She'll be pretty frustrated right now. That's happened to her a few times. I mean, it's happened to all of us when you're leading and then people come down a wave on you. And it's really hard to deal with because you put in all that effort. You can see her there. She's shaking her head. But I tell you who I was impressed with there with the finish was Annalise Kibble.
The AK-47, she's in great form right now. And we've got Joshy down on the beach to present our champions.
Presentation area for the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic and the Ladies Surf Race. In third place, representing Newport, Annalise Kibble. In second place, also from Newport and the overall series leader, Pippi DePagna. And in first place, and your surf race champion from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, Lily O'Sullivan. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your champion and place getters. Well, Lil will jump in and have a chat. Now, she wasn't on the podium, but that was an absolute battle between yourself and Naomi Scott the entire way around. How tough was it?
Yeah, look, I breathed to the opposite side that Naomi was on me, so I was freaking out a little bit that I couldn't see what was going on there. But, yeah, I'm so stoked.
3 surf races this summer, a world championship, and now a 10,000-point win. It's a pretty good start.
Yeah, I'm so happy and I'm so excited to see what's to come in the rest of the season.
Talk to me about the last 12 to 18 months. It's been tough for you, hasn't it? But it seems like this last sort of 6 to 8 weeks, you've absolutely shone.
Yeah, look, I have a really good support network behind me. My sponsors, Shore and Partners Race One, the Board Lab, Cozzy, the whole Burleigh Club behind me. I've got an amazing group of people that I train with. Michael King. Yeah, I'm just so grateful to have so many people that support me.
It doesn't stop here. Plenty more events this afternoon.
Yeah, I've got the iron and then the mixed taplin.
Well, good luck with those. Congratulations. 10,000-point win here at the Swansea Belmont Classic.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Lily O'Sullivan, Pippi DePagna. And Annalise Kibble there. You're on now, and Annalise Kibble. And in terms of the overall series, Pippi DePagna, the 17-year-old, the superstar, she extends the lead now. She goes right to the tippy top. She starts to bridge the gap between her closest rivals, but still great results for Gemma Smith-Welch, Emily Holloman. They finish in the top 6.
An under-17 has actually never won an open Shore and Partners Series competition.
I don't know a Shore and Partners World Ocean Series event or race, let alone series. I think race.
I think you're right. I mean, you're the man with the facts.
But we'd have to fact check that one. We'd have to get the World Ocean Series Stat Lab to get into their work and get back to us on that. But look, Pippi DePagna, she's now 2 of the 5 premier events away, Paulie. 2/5 of the job done.
Yeah, look, she's getting so much confidence. She's just getting so much racing in as well. It's crazy to think about. These under-17 boys and girls are doing all of their age group races in the morning, winning race 1 tickets, and then having to go again in arguably the hardest event of the day, the Opens, and they're going again. So, look, Pippi DePagna has been around the Cairns, I'm going to say at least 9 or 10 times thus far, and she's still got the Ironwoman to come.
Yeah, as we see the men, that was their race 1 ticket winner, Noah Maggs. He's a good character, Noah Maggs. He had a funny little shirt and bag on as he rolled on through there. So I think he's looking for a little bit of sponsorship from the McDonald's team. So if anyone out there is from McDonald's that want to get behind him, then he's your man. But he's the race 1 ticket winner. And look, if any race is to be shown with Pippi DePagna there that the under-17s can win, it's this one right here. Noah Maggs will be right in this pulley.
Yeah, look, you're not wrong. Noah Maggs has been racing incredibly, but I love the most, I'm loving the Brennan brothers. They have been absolutely incredible. The 2 Currumbin boys they're 1 and 3 overall in the point score at the moment, but even yesterday, CJ Brennan was racing incredibly. I heard the other week at swim training he went a 4:05 for a 400.
Wow.
Now, for those at home, and that was mid-session. That's not fresh and diving in ready to go. A 4:05 for a 400 is just how quick CJ Brennan's going at the moment.
Yeah, and I'll just jump on there because Noah Maggs, you were just mentioning him before. He is so impressive. This is his 7th Race 1 ticket. So the 7th win that he has had in the under-17 event, and he was bottom-aged last year. So this is his first Race 1 win for the swim. He's had 5 irons and 1 board.
And he's actually off to a flyer there on this southern side. But the man to watch is the man from Manly. He's a 3-time World Ocean Series champion, Hayden Cotter. He just won recently at the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. So watch for the sky blue cap. He's going to be prominent in this one here. But the Brennan brothers, they're the green and white checks. They will be there. They'll be in the mix. As well as that, look for the likes of Kai Harlan, Zach Morris. He's the World Surf Race champion. Bailey Kristesky of Wanda as well. He's an absolute superfish. This is a great race right now as they make their way to that first can.
Yeah, look, it is a sea of arms out there at the moment. It actually gives me nightmares. For anyone who's done those open male and female surf races, it is argy-bargy. You do not want to get stuck in that pack because there's every chance you'll cop a flying foot or an elbow or an arm. God knows I've even thrown a couple myself. But look, it is on for out there. Wait till they turn this first can. Especially in flat, tight racing like this where you probably bunch up a little bit more. It's pretty much make your own room out there, isn't it, Paulie? Absolutely. You've got to get wide. If you don't stomp, you get walked over. But it's Northcliffe out in front at the moment. He's got a handy little lead. It's hard. I'm going to say it could be Zach Morris. He's so electric off the beach, Zach. He's got so much speed. Well, a couple of those other swimmers will look to come over the top of him at the end. But around at the moment, so far, it's definitely Northcliffe and Zach Morris. He's flying on the way home, as we can see. He's got that big, gaping right arm. It's a really, really high stroke. But Bailey Armstrong potentially as well. Bailey Armstrong was on fire earlier this morning. He almost swam down the Currumbin boys in the taplin final we had earlier.
And Bailey also doesn't love the run, so he would be loving it here today at Swansea Belmont. That it's high tide and a short run into the water.
Yeah, we talk about the swimmers, and he is a pure swimmer. He's not the hybrid athlete that we see out of Zach Morrison and those boys. He is an out-and-out swimmer, and these are his conditions. And it looks to me like he's got himself to the front of this race, and he's starting to extend the lead, Paulie. Yeah, look at this. The boys are coming into the wave zone now. We can see on the horizon there's a little bit of a wave here. I think our leader, if he keeps going at that pace, he might be able to get a little bit of a lift from it. I don't know if they will get down it. There's 1, 2 that are feathering at the top of that, but they're not going to get down it. Here's the next wave. Let's see if they can get onto this one. Yeah, you can see the water start to draw back now. It's starting to sit on up, and it's a Northcliffe 1, 2, 3 at this current stage. The leader's going to get on. There's 1 on. There's 2 on. We got a race in 2 between the 2 BMD Northcliffe competitors. They're the training partners. They're going to go up across the sand. They're going to try to get that in. It looks like potentially there BMD Northcliffe step on up. It was Charlie Walker of Cooks Hill with there as well. So what a race there from the young man, Charlie Walker. But the winner, we called him. He's a pure swimmer. He's a pure champion. It's Bailey Armstrong.
Do you know what I just loved about Bailey Armstrong's claim? He didn't take his goggles off. He's like, I don't have time for this. My run is not my strong point. I'm going to do the claim with my goggles on. I absolutely love that.
Love that. How many times have we seen Bailey Armstrong lead surf races at the World Ocean Series, but only to be run past in a sprint finish by some of the Ironman swimmers? That was incredible. That was an amazing claim by Bailey Armstrong.
Yeah. And look, we will apologise to Jackson McCleary. He was the one that was out there and absolutely flying from Maroubra Beach. With the earlier storm delay, we lost a few of our monitors, and so we're kind of flying from the distance here, and it's a little bit hard to pick it all up. But Jackson McCleary of Maroubra, he was in there, and he was the winner for most of the part. And Bailey Armstrong won a sprint up the beach. What a story that is.
That will be one of his first, and I know he'll be holding on to that. But you could just see how well he was swimming. He was dominating. But Jackson McCleary, is that stats man, Stu Duff, is that one of the first from Maroubra?
It would be the first podium in the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series for Maroubra. I'd be pretty confident about that. It may even be their first entry into the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. So a big welcome to everyone from Maroubra. A great proud club, and obviously right there on the northern beaches, they fit right in. But we got Joshy Minot, he's down on there with the champions, and look at Bailey Armstrong. He's chuffed up on the top step there.
We're down in the presentation area, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic Men's Surf Race. In third place, representing Alexandra Headland, Henry Simpson. In second place, out of Maroubra, Jackson McCleary. And in first place, and your men's surf race champion out of Northcliffe, Bailey Armstrong. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your surf race champion and place getters. Bailey, jump on down here. Let's have a chat. You don't win many of them up the beach in the beach sprint. That one must have felt very, very good.
Yeah, look, it was short, which is exactly what I needed. But I've been doing a little bit of running, and not having to kick on much of a wave definitely helped the legs, but I'm pretty happy to get that one.
You've come so close so many times. You get a win here and there, but I think this signals probably the start of a big run for you over the next 6 months. Talk to me about coming so close in so many of them and finally feeling that win.
Yeah, look, I've come real close, and I definitely want to start getting a few more under my belt, but I've made a few changes recently, swimming more of a sprint program, so hoping that it pays off and I can get some more surf races under my belt.
I think this is evidence it's paying off, that's for sure. You'll be back later on, no doubt, in that taplin relay for the Northcliffe Club. How much does it mean to you to line up in that one?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm really here. I love the team stuff. We got a huge team here, and I'm hoping we can take it out.
The Mo's looking red hot as well, mate. Congratulations on the surf race win. First of many, Bailey Armstrong, congratulations. 10,000 point win, $2,000. What a result.
Thank you.
Do not let the lack of results change the way that Bailey Armstrong has swum. He has been an unbelievable swimmer with the traditional run finish here at the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. It takes a little bit away from the pure swimmers, and these conditions here just fell right into Bailey Armstrong's lap. And look, he capitalised. You've got to take your chances when they come, Paulie.
Yeah, look, it was hard for us to pick on the way in there, but Bailey Armstrong, he's such a dominant swimmer and has been for such a long time. I hate to say it, but he's a little bit underrated because he's been under the cap for so long against Nick Sloman, obviously, for a very long time there. But that was one of the best wins, and you could see how much it meant to Bailey Armstrong. When he came over that finish line, he was absolutely chuffed. But look, the other one that was a great, and we haven't mentioned yet, was Henry Simpson with the third. So well done, that was fantastic.
Yeah, huge performance. Well, our attention now turns to the female ski final, and we are without Natalia Drobot, our overall series leader. So the door is wide open for the likes of Emily Doyle, Olivia Clues, Chalise Menifee, Chelsea Gents, Carla Papik, Hannah Scully, Jasmine Raywood, Brodie Trinker, Kalani Ives, the AK-47, Annalise Kibble, last year's overall series champion of the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, Gemma Smith, Devara Marshall of Avoca Beach, Ella Garrett Manley, Dom Stitt of Mooloolaba, Eliza Johnson, she's the local hope, she's there. Janaea Massey is the main threat to the overall series title. She currently sits second. Lily Finardi, the Ferrari from BMD Northcliffe, Claudia Kelly, the Kiwi, Ella Beer of Avoca Beach. She was an Olympian over in Paris 2024, and we rounded out with the Viper, Piper Harrison of Newport. What a field has.
What a field. There are so many strong ski paddlers there. I know that this is going to be such a tight race and everyone's going to be exploding off the start. But my pick, if I had to pick one today, would be Janaea Massey. Now, Janaea's been off for injury the last couple of years. She was really focusing on kayaking, but recently she's actually switched to have a really big focus on surf ski racing. She really wants to do well in the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series ski race. And she's been doing, I was talking to her earlier this morning and asking her what's she doing. She's looking so strong and fast out in the water, and she said what she's been doing is actually a lot less ski paddling, so 3 times a week, but a lot more swimming for fitness.
Wow, that's great. And I did see her pop up at one of Kingy's Iron sessions as well, so she is really cross-coding right now. A name that we didn't mention, no, Pauline, a name that would be sacrilege. We wouldn't get out of Swansea Belmont if we didn't. The young Race 1 ticket winner, Katie Reese. She is Swansea Belmont's brightest hope.
Oh, you're not wrong. And she's actually one of the most lovely girls as well. Katie Reese is absolutely incredible. She is the local champion. She's absolutely got the loudest cheer squad on the beach. There's no doubt about that. But she's been paddling incredibly for a girl. I spoke to her earlier. She's only been on the ski for 2, maybe 3 years now. But last week we saw that she was over in WA competing in the Shore and Partners WA Race Week. She finished 9th overall. She had a 4th in the dash for cash. She was just scratching to almost get a couple of podiums over there in the ocean ski racing. So, look, she's getting so much. She's racing well beyond her years of experience. And, look, let's see how she goes against the open girls here.
Yeah, 21 females in the water. Who's going to make it a tough job for the starter. And this is probably the most nerve-wracking start of the entire Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic program. It's a tough job to be the starter. You've got to get it right. You want to get it fair. The last thing you want to do is ruin someone's race. They do a great job, our officials, and they generally get it right. It looks like they might just have an opportunity here as well, Haz.
It certainly does look like the beach is opening up. There's not so many waves on. The girls are on.
Oh.
Look at their rating. They're so powerful now, but they're getting hit on the left-hand side. Someone else is off in the shore break. Brody Trinker.
Chelsea Gents there. Oh, Brody Trinker it is.
Trinker.
Yeah, she's out of her boat. So that'll be race over for Brody Trinker. Too hard to come back in the ski. Who got a good start, Paulie?
In the middle there, Alexandra Headlands.
It's Annalise Kibble. It looks like Annalise Kibble from Newport.
She has had an absolute flying start. She had an incredible surf race only just before, but she's flying in the middle there, Annalise Kibble. Down on the right-hand side, I can see Katie Rees is doing very well. She's trying to hang on to that pack and go with the wash.
Janaea Massey on the right-hand side. She's also had a great start. We knew she was going to have a great start as well. But it also looks like Claudia Kelly.
The Kiwi, Claudia Kelly.
From BMT Northcliffe. She is a strong ski pilot. She's actually only just moved to the Gold Coast. She's been living in Dunedin, studying medicine. So it's freezing, South Island of New Zealand, and she's going so well.
As well as that, Eliza Johnson of Swansea Belmont, the local, she's having a great race out there. And Carney at the cans.
Yes.
She's come off. She's come out of the boat. Janaea Massey at the can. And you can see there, it's caused a little bit of havoc for those, the back markers. We're going to have 2 turn the can side by side, and it could be that of Gemma Smith, last year's series champion. Looks like that pink ski's got herself just out in front right now.
Yeah, that could make all the difference. Gemma Smith has just come to the front there. Janaea Massey just got her paddle clipped, and so that just could make all the difference. But it looks like it's also Jasmine Raywood on the right-hand side.
Yeah, it is. That's Jazzy Raywood of Burleigh Club there on the southern side, but Gemma Smith on the inside. This is 2 extremely good or fast ski paddling girls. But we got Janaea Massey. She's doing very well to come back after she came out of her ski at that apex. But you can see now, look at the different tactics. Gemma Smith is opting to punch back to the north, while Jazzy Raywood is definitely holding a more straight and direct line to the south there.
Gemma Smith is so impressive. Last week she just won an endurance race, and then now she's here doing a 3-minute race. But Jazzy Raywood looks like she's just getting that runner ahead.
Yeah, Jazzy Raywood down to the south, Gemma Smith to the north, and Claudia Kelly, the Kiwi, starts to come through the middle. Piper Harrison started to make her way into the race, as did Janaea Massey. Piper Harrison just off the back trying to go over the top, but Gemma Smith starts to pull away now. She's got about a boat and a half length in front of Claudia Kelly and Jasmine Raywood. We are going to have a sprint up the beach, and there are none faster than Gemma Smith, so the girls have got their work cut out. They hit the sand first. Jazzy Raywood gets out of the boat clean. So does Kelly. So does Smith. It's going to be a tight finish. Smith out in front, just in front there. It's Kelly. We got blindsided by the barriers there. The Shaw & Partners Swansea Belmont arch, and there is shock on the beach and shock on the face of Claudia Kelly. We were blindsided. She came from nowhere. Shatak with a grey flash has come on the outside, and Claudia Kelly has done it.
She looks so surprised, and I am so surprised. So Claudia has not been running this week. She has had foot injury after foot injury, and she's only been able to do a little bit of running. So I was thinking that she'd be coming third then. But Claudia Kelly from BMD Northcliffe has just won a sprint finish. Look at her face. She's just smiling from ear to ear. I can't wait for her interview.
Unbelievable. We were blindsided, Paulie. We had no idea where she was, and all of a sudden, the flash. Claudia Kelly has come from nowhere, and she can't wipe the smile off her face.
That was an incredible win by Claudia Kelly there. We were calling it 1 and 2, Gemma Smith and Jazzy Raywood. She got onto that wave only late, but hey, you don't need to win the first 90% of the race. You've only got to win across the line, and didn't she do that? You can just see the elation on her face. That was unreal.
Moments of disbelief has, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is, and she has an incredible story. I said it just before, but I'm going to say it again. She's been studying medicine, living in New Zealand, South Island, so south of the South Island, freezing cold, paddling in winter. She only just moved over to the Gold Coast, and now she's standing on the podium at the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series.
Now, I do believe she goes by the nickname of Dozer, and that's exactly what she did. She bulldozed the rest of them out of the way, and she got to the finish. So I don't know if Josh can get a little bit of intel on the Dozer name there, but he's down with the champions right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you turn your attention to the presentation area, we are presenting the champion and medalist for the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic Ladies Ski Race. In third place, representing Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, Jasmine Raywood. In second place, representing Newport, Gemma Smith. And in first place, and your ladies ski race champion, representing BMD Northcliffe, Claudia Kelly. She's very happy with herself. Jump on down here, Claudia. I don't think we're going to wipe the smile. We'll just have a chat first. There's plenty of time for photos. Claudia, could you believe it when you crossed the line?
No, that was absolutely crazy. Yeah, I just can't believe it.
The biggest win of your career?
Yeah, I'd say so. These girls over here are just, you guys are amazing, and it's just such a privilege to race against you guys.
Well, you're amazing, and it's a privilege to have you here racing as well. Talk me through the final stages. These two girls, they led, they went very hard, but you had to work to get over that runner, didn't you?
Yeah, I definitely did have to work, but, these girls had such a great start and such a great lead, so there was definitely a little bit of luck that came into it, but, you got to work with what you get given. Talk
to me about the last couple of weeks. The trial, and now here at the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, your first ever win. Pretty special?
Oh, it's actually been crazy. This year has been just so many dreams come true, ticked off my list. It's just been an amazing few weeks.
Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, we're in the dreams business here. Congratulations. Well done. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more.
Oh, thank you so much. This is such an awesome event.
Claudia Kelly out of the South Island, New Zealand, makes it on the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series stage. Biggest win of her career. Now you would have done a little bit of training with Claudia Kelly, and you were just saying she's quite the humorous young girl.
She is. I think Claudia is awesome. She is quite the character. She's pretty goofy, pretty funny, but she's also very impressive. And I know while she's been training in the South Island of New Zealand, she's been communicating a lot with Naomi Flood, because it's been hard for her to find a surf squad to train with. And so I think she just feels so grateful. I think that's what the great thing is that when you see her at training, she's not taking it for granted. She is so stoked to be there, and I love that vibe.
And she's having a great start to the season after qualifying for the Shore and Partners Iron Series. The podium rounds out there with Gemma Smith and Jasmine Raywood. We now turn our attention to the men's, and we have a great field of men's. We've got Olympians, we've got Australian champions, we've got world champions, we've got the who's who, we've got the local hopes. We'll go for the list now. It's Lockie Tame of Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, the big problem Tom Scott, Ollie Monaghan of Maroochydore, Jamo Porter of Kenilworth Bakery fame, Josh Murphy of Swansea Belmont, Tannen Linden now with the new colours, don't be confused, of the Kingdom, Russell Fox, the Victorian there, one of two Victorians in this final, Jackson Collins, Paris 2024 Olympian, Chris Bolt of BMD Northcliffe, Piran Phillips out of Great Britain, shout out to his parents watching on YouTube all the way from the UK, Joel Steiner from Wanda, Sam Fuller, Southport, Kalani Gilbertson, BMD Northcliffe, the Sav man, Will Savage of Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, Mitch Trim, everyone's favourite of Newport, Justin the Dragon McMorland Redhead, Jake Reese of Newport, Jay Finesse Cronulla, Campbell Bowen of Half Moon Bay. We rounded out with Saxon Coates and our Race 1 ticket winner, Kaylin Montgomery of Terrigal Surf Club. The best Terrigal Surf Club ski hope since Ron Sumner won the Australian title in 1962. All the way back in the archives to find that one, the Race 1 ticket winner. What a field.
Yeah, what a field, Duff, and I love your stats. I love the history of surf sports, and the thing that I really love about Kaylin Montgomery is his claim. I think that is one of the best claims I have seen on the day. So what I would love to see, I think it's going to be tough for him, but imagine if he was to get up with the win, his claim would be incredible.
Oh yeah, his claim, or his nickname, is Birdie, after his emphatic claim he had down at a local carnival down there when they won the taplin for the club. And if you can imagine an eagle soaring through the air, that was our young man, Kaylin, Birdie.
And one more thing on that, in his post-race interview, he had a glowing review or glowing praise for the Avoca Kayak Club and Terrigal Surf Club, so shout out to them.
Yeah, they're having their opening tonight. They've reopened now after their renovation, so shout out to everyone at Terrigal. They're going to have a great night there. They're going to party, and I'll tell you what, if Kaylin gets the job done here, they're going to party even harder. Paulie, who else do you like here? Who's our studs? Who's our stars?
Yeah, look, I think if you talk about a big claim from Kaylin, I could only imagine how big the claim from Mitch Trim would be if he finally got the dub. We have given him the commentator's curse.
I will claim it in the booth for Mitch Trim.
Oh, Duff, we have given him the commentator's curse so many times now that I almost don't want to speak of his name. But look, for the first time in a very long time, this is very, very much a ski paddler's field. We don't see the likes of Benny Carberry or Corey Fletcher. Now, Corey Fletcher's the man, the wheels up the beach. So, look, I want to see Mitch Trim finally get the dub he deserves.
Yeah, Lockie Tame, dangerous spot to be. Position number 1 with the start that he possesses, as well as Russell Fox through the middle of Half Moon Bay. Next to him, Jacko Collins. He is an absolute flyer off the beach, and it looks to me like he's the early leader.
J-Mo Porter, my apologies, has gotten off to an absolute flyer. For a little guy, it is always surprises me just how explosive he is off the beach. On that left-hand side, J-Mo Porter is flying off the beach. On the right-hand side, he didn't have a great start, but he's going to work now. It's Mitch Trim. So Mitch Trim's leading on the south, J-Mo Porter leading the left-hand side of the field out there. It looks
Jackson Collins is leading from the middle now, so he's just come through on that white and blue ski, and off the side of him is Chris Bolt.
Yeah, Chris Bolt has got a nice little armchair ride on the side of Jacko Collins, as has Lockie Tame. Russell Fox just pulls on the side there. Jamo Porter rounds the cairn now as well. I can see there of North Burleigh, Piran Phillips, but it's Jacko Collins right now out in front. Chris Bolt just on his tail, but do not rule out 4-time Australian ski champion Lockie Tame. He might be old, but he's not slow.
The power and speed of Jacko Collins is just incredible. He is such a big, strong, powerful paddler. I mean, you don't go to the Olympics for kayaking if you're not, but look at the way he's just applying power to that paddle there. He's absolutely getting away from Chris Bolt.
Mitch Trim is starting to work his way into this race now as well. So Trimmy just rounds the cairn there in 3rd spot, 4th spot. So he's starting to work into this one nicely.
And they're spreading it out a little bit more. Jamo Porter's actually taken a south line. Jamo's been coaching everyone all weekend, and now he's jumping in for the ski final. But Jackson Collins...
Yeah, he's got a nice little bump there, Paulie.
Yeah, look at this. Jacko Collins just comes off the back of that little run there. He got a lift from it, but it wasn't enough. There's Mitch Trim. There's our man in the middle, Duff. Can he do it?
Yeah, Mitch Trim in the middle picks up a nice little bump, as does Chris Bolt. Piran Phillips trying to pull down Jamo Porter in a little bit of no man's land, and Jacko Collins may just have the smallest wave of the day, and it may just be a nice little cruisy ride in for him, potentially. But out the back, the double up over the top, Mitch Trim, Chris Bolt. We almost got lulled to sleep there, but look at the power of Jackson Collins. Start to motor away as he takes them all on. He needs the beach right now because the other two are flying over the top. Chris Bolt hits the sand. Jacko Collins, it looks like he's out in front. The big strong man, look at the size of him. Hey, he wasn't tensing, he's just a big strong man. What a win there for Jacko Collins of Kurrawa Beach, the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic champion. Another podium there for Mitch Trim. He's got a habit of seconds and thirds, but Chris Bolt, the big performance there from him. By far his best performance of the season so far. Great race.
Great result for Chris Bolt, formerly from Tasmania. Now look, it'll be freezing down there. You can imagine how many winters he's done in Tasmania, freezing cold. So he's moved to the BMD Northcliffe and he's doing some incredible paddling up there. In that calibre of field, that was a great result for Chris Bolt with the second.
Yeah, and Chris also just looked very calm out there. Like, he had some really good technique, comfortable rating, and he just raced really well.
Yeah, beautiful performance as well there from Piran Phillips all the way out of the UK. He's here on the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series stage. Truly international. We just had a Kiwi take out the women's. We've now got 4th place in the UK star, Piran Phillips. We go back to Saxon Coates and local man there, Murphy, Josh Murphy of Swansea Belmont. That'll be a great result for the local club. They'll be happy about that.
Excellent, and they'll be all here cheering for him. And you can't also miss that there's 2 Victorians here from Half Moon Bay Surf Club. So 2 Victorians in the final. I think they're the only Victorians in the whole Open final this weekend, which is pretty special.
Yeah, both out of the Half Moon Bay Club. They love their ski paddling there in the bay of the Mooners variety. They are a classic bunch there. They love to support the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, and we love to support them when they get here on the big stage. We've got our man Joshy Minot down on the beach, ready to present with our champions of the Open Male Ski Race.
Ladies and gentlemen, next up in the presentation area for the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic is the men's ski race. In 3rd place, representing Newport, Mitchell Trim. In 2nd place, from BMD Northcliffe, Chris Bolt. And in 1st place, new ski race champion, representing Kurrawa, Jackson Collins. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your ski race champion and place getters. Jacko, jump on down here, mate. Let's have a chat. You've been to the highest level in the sport. Does it feel good to win one of these, though?
Yeah, it does. I had a pretty big break between wins in the ski, so it was nice to get one back.
You've done it before. You've won the overall series, but there's a bit of a battle brewing amongst the Olympian boys, Trimmy and that. It's so competitive in this men's ski race. It's just so hard to get a win, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so competitive. There's such a deep field in that ski race now. You've got all the boys that went to the games, and then you've got Benny Carbs, all the boys from Newport are flying, Chris Bolt's flying. Like you got so many good paddlers, and it's so hard, especially when the races are so short like this. One little mistake and it's game over.
Talk to me how you reset after Paris. You get the motivation back. Does coming here and racing this help?
No, absolutely. All of us that went to the games grew up doing surf life saving, so it actually feels quite easy to come here and do a race like this, just because it feels like you're going back to what you grew up doing. So it feels really nice to jump in the ski and do some racing, and just feels really nice to be back in the ski and on the beach. And
a bit of confidence as well, getting one over the boys. I know there's a bit of chat amongst the ski paddlers there. Now you're the big dog for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, exactly. I can hold on to that for a couple of weeks at least. So, no, it feels really good, and there's definitely a group chat that everyone stays aware of who's on top.
The Ski Paddlers Union. Congratulations, Jacko. Another win in the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series. This one was really impressive.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Jackson Collins has entered the group chat and he's just changed his name to the Big Dog. He's taken that one out, Paulian. Hey, mate, what a Shore & Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic we've had so far. We've still got plenty of races to come. We've got the Ironwomen, the Ironman coming up before we have our relays to close our package. Let's start at the very top, though. The female board. Lizzie Wellborn and Tiani Massey kicked us off after the storm delay. I forgot that even happened. That's how fun it's been out here this afternoon. I forgot we got some terrible weather at the very start. What an afternoon we've had so far, Paulie.
Yeah, Tiani Massey, Lizzie Wellborn making a habit of it so far this summer, aren't they? Going 1 and 2 and sharing it each. But they just look so... It was so impressive to see Lizzie Wellborn finally get another big win or add it to her resume, because she's been such a dominant paddler for so long now. And look, Where are we going with Hannah Scully? She's got to be in that hunt. She knows she wants her 4th straight series win, and we just haven't seen her on the podium yet.
We just haven't seen her, but one thing we know about champions is they're champions for a reason. We will see Hannah Scully back, but the equation becomes difficult now for the 4th title. It's going to be a tough one for her. In the men's, we had Connor Maggs, the rattlesnake. He took this one out, and he was the champion, the best performance we've seen from him. We also had the surf race finalists, the champions there. We've just had the ski. We're about to roll into the iron, but before we get there, we've got the Australian National Anthem by Committee Levi.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, what about that Cometa? What a performance from Cometa. Absolutely outstanding.
Cometa Levi there with the Australian National Anthem. And that's it. Main event time. The big show, the big dance, the Iron Women, the Iron Men before the relays kick off. We're going to go with the Iron Women first. What a field. 21 of the best surf sports athletes in the entire world. This isn't just Swansea Belmont, it's not the suburb of Swansea Belmont, it's not the area of Newcastle, it's not even a state of New South Wales, nor the country of Australia. We are talking the world stage right here. The best of the best, the 21 best athletes this weekend are about to see them all go toe-to-toe, Has.
Oh, this is certainly going to be the race to watch. And not to mention, they're also going not just for points, not just for 10,000 points, but the prize money as well, Duff. Now, there are so many strong competitors in this field. Like Lily O'Sullivan is absolutely incredible. We just see her do so well. Then there's Bella Williams from BMD Northcliffe, Lana Rogers, BMD Northcliffe, Jasmine Raywood, Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, Georgia Fitzsimmons, BMD Northcliffe, Annalise Kibble from Newport, Naomi Scott, BMD Northcliffe, Emma Woods, Alexandra Headlands, Dominic Snit from Mooloolaba, Carla Papik, BMD, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, Caitlin Rees, the local girl here from Swansea Belmont, Isabella Tate, Coogin Headlands, also under 17, incredible, next to another under 17 athlete, Bianca Raywood from Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. There we see Gemma Smith, she's back doing iron racing, ski dominant, Olivia Corrin from BMD Northcliffe, Tiani Massey, Alexandra Headland, Hannah Scully from BMD Northcliffe, Lizzie Wellborn, fresh off a board race win from Newport. Then we have Lucy Derbyshire, who's been so consistent from Surfers Paradise, Pippi Tapanya from Newport.
Yeah, the race one ticket winner there, Pippi Tapanya of Newport. Now, I don't know if it came across on the broadcast, but there was an almighty roar on the beach here when Caitlin Rees, Swansea Belmont under 17 young gun, went through the chute. The roar on the beach was electric. There is a great hope in the young gun, Katie Rees, but who else? Who else do we need to keep our eye on, Paulie?
Look, yeah, Pippi Tapanya has been so incredibly impressive all morning. We saw her second place in the Open Women's Surf race earlier today, which is certainly going to increase or extend her overall series lead in the swim race. But she's also got the race one under 17 ticket for the Ironwoman as well, so she's back up again now. But not only that, I'm going to throw out a special mention. There is 4 under 17 girls in the Open Ironwoman final. I can't stress just how incredibly impressive that is. Izzy Tate, Bianca Raywood, Katie Rees and Pippi Tapanya, under 17s, all in the Open Ironwoman final.
4 out of the 20. 20% of the field are made up by junior under 17 athletes. Now, they're not just the juniors out there. We've got some absolute out-and-out superstars of our sport as well. It looks like we have a race start as well, Has. So.
Their race is up and going, and you can see some of the girls. It's actually so even across the front here. Some of the girls are going really well. Over on the left, Lily O'Sullivan has actually had a flyer of a start. She's over on the left there.
Yeah, so Lily O'Sullivan right up in the north, the left part of your screen. She is off to a flyer, as is all the other girls on that side. So that's Lana Rogers, Bella Williams, Jazzy Raywood, Georgia Fitzsimmons. So you might notice the change of name, Georgia Fitzsimmons, formerly Georgia Miller, Australian Surf Lifesaving Hall of Famer. So don't be confused. Don't think, who's this new up-and-comer? She is the great Hall of Famer, Georgia Miller.
She is not an up-and-comer, and she was a little bit disappointed with her race at Alexandra Headlands, but she's back. She's been consistent with training. She's strong, and she's so determined. But it looks like it's Lily O'Sullivan out in front, just on that left-hand side with Georgia Fitzsimmons. She's got a new race one board today.
Wow.
She got it during the week, a new race one board and a new race one ski, white with a bit of colour on it. She's excited. She's feeling fresh.
New race one Hex Tech. That's why she got off to a great start. But as well, can we spot series leader Emma Woods?
I was going to say, Emma Woods was our Hayden Kenny Classic winner only a month ago. We talked about her dislocating her shoulder earlier in the week. Is that going to affect her so far? Because we can't quite find her out there. But as we see the girls paddling along the back of the field now, it's Georgia Fitz in 1, Lily O'Sullivan in 2. The girls are down on their belly going hammer and tongs.
But who we can actually see in third place now is Bella Williams. So Bella Williams was from Swansea Belmont. She has moved to BMD Northcliffe now, but this was her home beach for a very long time. She knows this beach and she's determined.
That's right. She's a Newcastle local. She bounced between Swansea Belmont and Cooks Hill, and she's been around the place for a little while now. And
staying
obviously
at home.
Coming back to home, she's back into probably her old bedroom, and she's racing well. She's on an old home beach of Swansea Belmont, and she's out in front. But Georgia Fitzsimmons, after the wedding, she doesn't take long to get up and going again, and you can see right now, off to an absolute great start.
Georgia Fitzsimmons is doing so well. As we mentioned before, disrupted off-season, but she has refocused and she's been committed to training. She's turning up. We know she's talented, and we know what we can see when she's done all the work, and she's just stretching this lead with Lily O'Sullivan on her right hand, on her side.
There's not much waves happening at the moment. The girl Georgia hasn't even looked over her shoulders, though. That doesn't faze her. She's really going to work here, and she's on the top of that little runner. She almost got down it, but not to be. It looks like she might be paddling all the way to the beach here. It'll be Georgia Fitzsimmons in 1, Lily O'Sullivan in 2. Lily just picking up a little wave.
Throw the rest of them on that back wave there, Paulie. It's a 1 wave, 2 out in front on that lead wave. Throw the rest of them on that next wave there. There's only about 4 that haven't got it, and it's out the back there for Kudjan Headland and Pippi Tapanya there. But look at Lily O'Sullivan. She's come on through. She's made a great transition. She's first through the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series banner. There goes the little pocket rocket. Tiani Massing, Naomi Scott as well. She's an absolute superfish. Hannah Scully, she's off to a fly. Dom Stitt there as well in Mooloolaba. Derbyshire just brings up the rear, as does AK-47. Annalise Kibble of Newport. Jasmine Rabel takes a little bit of a different line in, Paulie, as we see Gemma Smith, Shore and Partners Coolangatta Gold champion. The longer this race goes on, though, the better she'll get.
I think the one that's looking very dangerous at the moment is Naomi Scott. She was in 3rd place there, Duff, with swim and ski to go. She's the current Australian ski champion, and we know exactly how dominant she is on a surf race. She won the World Surf Race just a couple of months ago. So with a swim and ski league to go, Naomi Scott, in my eyes, is very, very dangerous right now.
And she also came second at the Hayden Kenny Classic at Alexandra Headlands, and she's got a dominant swim. But Georgia Miller and Lily O'Sullivan, they're looking very comfortable out ahead at the moment. Tiani Massey's also working her way through. Her rating's high. She is smaller than a lot of the girls, but she has heart, and we've seen such fierce racing from her recently as well.
Yeah, she is such a tough racer. She was the Shore and Partners Shannon Eckstein Classic winner from last year. She took home the big $25,000. Not quite as much, but still a hell of an amount. $10,000 on the line for the winner here today in this Shore and Partners Swansea Belmont Classic. And it looks to me like Lily O'Sullivan is just starting to bother Georgia Fitzsimmons a little bit.
And it's really interesting here, Duff, because you can see Georgia Fitzsimmons is breathing to the left. Lily O'Sullivan is breathing to the right. They are breathing away from each other. You can see them actually knocking arms because they can't reference where each other is. And this is a really tough situation to be in.
Yeah, look at that. The girls are approaching that first swim can now. We're starting to get into the business end of the race. They're going to hit that can side by side now. The heart rate would be through the roof. This is tough racing. There's not many waves on offer. Their heart rate would have to be well above 170, 180. They're getting the jobs done. They're approaching that second swim can with only 1 leg to go. The race is on.
So Lily O'Sullivan is just next to Georgia Fitzsimmons from Northcliffe. So Lily from BMD, from Burleigh Heads Maryborough Park. But in second and third, we've actually seen Lana Rogers make a move in this swim. She's had a great swim as she's pushed up. She's next to Naomi Scott. So both the girls from BMD Northcliffe are in third and fourth right now.
I was just starting to wonder, where was last year's champion Lana Rogers? She drove off in a Subaru from last year and we didn't know where she was, but there she is right there in 4th spot. As well as that, Annalise Kibble of Newport, we saw her start to work in. I'm loving the race as well from Dominic Stitt of Mooloolaba. She is coming on this season and she is really starting to mix it with these top Iron women.
Yeah, look at that. The girls are absolutely going to work here, side by side. Isn't it funny? You get to this part of the race and it looks like they're all pulling up alongside each other as they approach that wave zone.
And Emma Woods, the current series leader, is in the middle of the pack. She's going to have to give everything she's got on the way in this swim and have a blinder of a ski leg. She'll be wanting to hold those points and stay out there, but we're in the zone. We're in the wave zone.
And don't forget, for Lana Rogers and Emma Woods, they were injured at training during the week. Lana Rogers, a broken nose. The goggles would be, the pressure on her nose right now would be immense. Emma Woods, a dislocated shoulder. It was out of place for 5 hours. She is here. She is gritting herself through this. The pain that she must be feeling is unbelievable as they hit the wave zone. The leaders, they get nothing. There's nothing on offer for the leaders. They get another little chance here, but I think there's a wave out the back that is going to bring the back markers through. This potentially is going to turn the race on its head. We're going to see a massive change in standings because the girls in position 15th right now have a chance. It goes underneath them, they miss it. Emma Woods, the current series leader, pulls down that one. Here we go. The race is on now. We've got 8 on this leading wave going into the final leg of the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic. This is going to be a grandstand finish.
Lizzie Wellborn has taken the lead from Newport. Tiani Massey, they've both come down a wave. We've also got Olivia Corrin. She looks determined. Lana Rogers, Naomi Scott, Emma Woods, Georgia Fitzsimmons and Lily O'Sullivan.
Here comes as well there, Burley heads Mowbray Park. There's the local hope there. Katie Reese just comes through transition in 9th spot. She is a phenomenal ski paddler. It might be a tough ask to do. The race 1 ticket winner there, Pippi Tapania, she's not out of it either. Naomi Scott, the first to bash through, Paulie.
Yeah, look at that. Naomi Scott is very, very strong. She just got clipped by 1 at the end, and it looks like Lizzie Wellborn out on that northern side. Her rating and cadence is through the roof. You can see when a girl goes to the front because the others sort of look at her and go, I need to get onto her sidewatch. So when you can see the other girls angling across towards Lizzie, that gives you a red-hot feeling that she's going the fastest out there.
I can't believe, how straight it is across there. They are all pretty well in equal first.
I know, and that doesn't usually happen. And look at that, it's actually starting to just mix up a little bit here. We have Lizzie Wellborn out on the left-hand side. She got clipped a little bit in that board, but she's had the favourable left side for the ski. But Georgia Fitzsimmons is leading through the middle as well. So it looks like Lizzie Wellborn and Georgia Fitzsimmons are trying to beat each other to turn first at that Shaw & Partners ski can.
Yeah, the disadvantage here for Lizzie Wellborn, although she had a great start and was out at front, is she is going to be on the outside in that can turn. And being on the outside of a can turn is by no means an advantage. As we can see now, Georgia Fitzsimmons hitting that can first. She's about to approach the apex. She's in the lead. Lizzie Wellborn on her outside. Lily Sullivan sitting in there, tucking in nicely on the inside. As we can see the girls now rounding that Shaw & Partners Financial Services apex. They're making their way to the third can and they will be on their way home. Who's going to take the $10,000?
Oh, I think everyone in this race wants the $10,000. They want the 10,000 points. You can see the determination on their faces. They will be hurting now. You can see Georgia Fitzsimmons. She's grimacing, but she's so determined. Lizzie Wellborn, she's got the rating up. We also see puffing in the middle is Lily O'Sullivan. Tiani Massey not giving up. Neither is Lana Rogers.
Jasmine Raywood there has had an enormous paddle third leg. She is starting to carve her way through the field. But look at this big move there to the southern side. Lizzie Wellborn has hit the button and accelerated away from Georgia Fitzsimmons. She can see the victory right now. She has a habit of this. If she wins the board, she goes on to win the iron. And right now, she is starting to make her work count. She's got herself a ski leg in front, but there's 4 or 5 that are chasing down. Georgia Fitzsimmons heads to the south. We're going to have 5 on this leading wave. We're going to have a sprint finish here in the final of the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series Ironwoman. There's 10,000 points. There's $10,000. We may even have more join the final wave.
Spoiler alert, have a look at this. Jazzy Raywood is out the back and Liv Corrin, I believe. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this sprint finish.
Georgia Fitzsimmons has gone. She's got herself a nice little break. She's going to be first to touch the sand. Is the angle to the beach good? Is it going to be enough? Georgia Fitzsimmons is up. She's going to be there. She's going to be through. Don't call her Georgia Miller. Don't call her Georgia Fitzsimmons. Call that person the champ. She is an absolute superstar. The emotion. The champ is here. The Hall of Famer. Georgia Fitzsimmons, Georgia Miller, who cares? She's the champ.
She is the champ and she will be so happy with that one. She really wanted that. Talking to her this morning, she was so focused on the iron. She didn't do some of the other races because she really wanted that $10,000 and 10,000 points.
That was a Georgia Miller masterclass. She led that from start to finish, Paulie.
You can see the experience, and I mean, it goes without saying, you don't get a resume like Georgia Fitzsimmons without knowing a few tricks, having a few tricks up your sleeve. She went at the right moments. She always put herself at the front of the race, and she went at the key moments. And right at the end then, when all those people, all those girls pulled up alongside each other, she just had that little bit of a kick. You could see her husband, Riley, down there on the shoreline screaming at her, and she's taken the 10,000 points, she's taken the check, and she's added another win for the resume.
Yeah, rounding out the podium there as well, I believe it was Annalise Kibble there, crossing the line in second spot. She was flying home in the finish line there. And what do we have? We had 6 on that leading wave, so 6 with an opportunity to take that one out and to finish it off. That is one of the closest finishes we have had in the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series across all events.
We did, and that is what is so exciting about surf sports, about the World Ocean Series. And you could see those 2 leaders, Lizzie Wellborn and Georgia Fitzsimmons, they did everything they could to get a wave ahead, and then the luck of the ocean brought those girls from behind. Jazz Raywood just got on that wave on the way down, and they could have looked behind, they could have felt defeated, downhearted, but they got up and they did the best run that they could, and it's so cool to see Georgia Fitzsimmons take that win so close.
It was Newport flashing late, not of Annalise Kibble, but Lizzie Wellborn and Jazzy Raywood. Now, I think Jazzy Raywood came out of the swim leg in about 11th, 12th position, so she has had a phenomenal final ski leg to get herself onto the podium, Paulie.
Well, we saw how incredible she was. She was oh so close in the ski race earlier today. She is one of the most incredible female ski paddlers out in the field, and that last leg was wow. I can't believe she pulled herself back onto that lead wave with the chance of the win.
Now, that is going to be enormous in the grand scheme of the overall series, because our current 3 leaders, Emma Woods, Lucy Derbyshire and Jasmine Raywood. Now, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jasmine Raywood jump to the top of those standings at the end of this Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic.
Yeah, that's right. She's had 2 third places, so that's some really, really strong points. She's chased some good points there. I'm really excited to see what the overall points are. I know the girls will be trying to add it up, but you can see there's been the consistent athletes that we often see. Tiani Massey's up in the top few. Olivia Corrin actually missed out on the final in the Hayden Kenny Classic at Alex, so she was ready to redeem herself, and redeem herself she did.
And not only that, the equation is, and Joshua Minogue knows it better than anyone, the equation is 10,000 points is needed to win an overall series. Georgia Miller, second last year. She now gets her 10,000. She's well on her way to going one better this year. They're all yours, Joshy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you turn your attention to the presentation area, we have the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic presentation for the Ironwoman event. In third place, representing Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, Jasmine Raywood. In second place, from Newport, Lizzie Wellborn. And in first place, and your Ironwoman champion from BMD Northcliffe, Georgia Fitzsimmons. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your Ironwoman champion and place getters. Now, Georgia, jump down. Oh, we're going to pop some champagne. Let's pop some champagne first before we get the party started. Jazzy Raywood, they're getting it done. She said it's the first time she's ever been on the podium in the Open Ironwoman here, so excuse her if she's a little inexperienced with the champagne. I'm sure it's the first of plenty more. While these ladies get some shots there, we'll try and jump in and have a chat. Different name, same result for Georgia Fitz. She's back on top, and what a performance it was. Smiles all round for these ladies, and they will certainly celebrate this one, and what a huge weekend it's been so far. Georgia will jump down here. Come on down. I've seen you work for some races in your time. You've been successful, but 8 girls, the final leg, you all jumped on basically even. How tough was that?
Oh, it was incredibly tough. The girls' field at the moment is just on fire, especially having those young girls come through. They definitely keep me on my toes. I think I'm the oldest in the field now, which is pretty funny, and I just absolutely love racing. So to be here at Swansea Belmont on a beach, that's very, very, very special to me. Did a lot of my junior career, state champs here, and a lot through the Opens as well. So it's great to be back here. Swansea's put on an amazing event here, especially with the support of Shaw and Partners and Race on Surfcraft. So very happy.
I don't want to talk about age, but as you get a little bit older, do you go away from the fitness and maybe use the experience a little bit more? I think that shone through there. You did everything right in that final leg.
Yeah, definitely. I think you have to lean on those things that you've learned across your career. It's been 10 years in the professional series now for me. So it's an incredible feat and I'm very proud of it. And just knowing when to go and when not to go is something that I've learned over the years. And I think it definitely paid off then. And I just absolutely love coming to the inside. So I do what I know and it seems to work sometimes.
I think it works more often than not. Talk to me about the last couple of weeks. Obviously, Riz in Paris being so successful, yourself and Riz getting married. It's been a happy time, and I guess this sort of wraps up the end of the year.
Yeah, it's been incredible. It's hard to put into words how special the last couple of months have been for the both of us, and we've been lucky enough to share some really high highs together, but unfortunately with those highs you've got to come down at some point. So the last couple of weeks have been really training hard and getting back into the swing of things. So still got a few things left to go. Obviously the Shore & Partners Iron Series next weekend, and then we'll be down at Glenelg racing again for the World Ocean Series. So very excited to just be on the beach racing and being back to my best.
You won the opening round last summer. You get the second round this year. I'm sure it's plenty more. It's got to feel very good.
It does feel really good, and like you said on the mic before, I try not to listen all the time, but like you said, you have to be winning these events to go close to winning the overall. So that's a big jump in the right direction for me after coming off a 7th at Alex. So I'll take that and hopefully run with the momentum.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Josh.
We are so lucky to have the stars of our sports like Georgia Fitzsimmons. She holds herself in the highest regard and she just performs on the biggest stage time and time again. She has as many Australian titles as you can imagine. She was the runner-up last year in the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series. And look, I think that's a step in the right direction for her. She said it's a step in the right direction after a 7th. She's blown that away. She's got that first. She's well on her way. And look, I'd love to have more time to unpack. We've got the men. They're rolling through already. So the men's Ironman start list there. It's young Joel Piper of Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, Zach Morris, BMD Northcliffe, former champion, Jackson Borg of Newport, the Australian Ironman champion, DC Dan Collins in his home neck of the woods from Redhead Beach, big bad Benny Carberry, Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, making his first ever Iron Series, Iron final here, young Henry Simpson, so big achievement for him on his debut. Matt Bevelak with a Tasmanian now under BMD Northcliffe. Corey Fletcher, last year's MVP, board and ski champion, the Ironman. He's in here with a chance. Cooper Williams of Alex Headland, he won the Manly 10,000 last year. Connor Maggs, the Rattlesnake, can he go do what he did in the board earlier and get onto the win? Young gun, up-and-comer, Nick Middleton, Odin Parrish, Sean Riley and KT Kai Taylor, all from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. And the man, the champ, the untouchable, the undeniable Ali Day. Can anyone get even close to him? And his biggest threat, the Slim Reaper, Ethan Callahan. He's coming for the title. He wants everyone to stop putting kilometres on his Subaru card if he's going to win at the end of this one. Callum Brennan, CJ, Mitch Morris, Adam Parner, Charlie Verco, and the young Race 1 ticket winner, Byron Oliphant.
Yeah, look, Duff, man, I like them all. It's very, very hard to pick any one. Ethan Callahan is leading the overall point score for the second time in his career at only 18 years old. He could be potentially the spoiler to the man you mentioned just before, Ali Day. He has been, it blows me away how impressive he has looked all summer long. He went from the Coolangatta Gold win, probably the best of his 10, and then he went straight, turned that around into such a short time, won the Hayden Kenny Classic in impressive fashion. Look, he's got to be the man to beat, I think, at the moment.
Oh, he most definitely is, and I do like young Race 1 ticket winner Byron Oliphant. Apparently from the Alex crew, the only thing that he's wanted to do in the last 2 years as an under-17 is win the Race 1 ticket. He's achieved that. Now that pressure, the monkey's off the back, who knows, he might go all the way.
Yeah, Byron was so stoked to win that Race 1 ticket. He's had glandular fever last year, has missed a little bit of racing, and he's back.
And here we go, racing here, 21 of the finest for the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series. This is the Swansea Belmont Classic, and it's been a red-hot start as well. Kai Taylor on the belly, not getting the best of it right now, but right through the middle, Corey Fletcher. Man, if he's near enough at the end of this, he will be the winner. He is absolutely electric across the sand, and he's going off the beach in his strongest discipline, the board, and he's had an absolute flyer, Paulie.
Wowee, look at them, off the beach. Zach Morris got an absolute flyer on the left-hand side, so I thought, but so did, I want to say, Zach Charlie Verco in the middle on the orange board.
Yep.
He even outdid Zach Morris then, and that is a very, very hard feat to do, to beat Zach Morris in a sprint.
I know that Connor Maggs was the winner earlier today, but Charlie Verco, you would have to say is the most informed board paddler in the country, if not the world right now.
Without a doubt. Charlie Verco has looked so impressive across all board races we've seen this summer. And consistent too. That's what I'm loving the most about him. It's not just one race here or there. He is consistently at the front. But that start was just something else. He got an absolute flyer. He's out in front. Corey Fletcher and Zach Morris are definitely trying to go with him at the moment. But the one most notable at the moment is Ali Day. Now look, if he goes on to win this might be unbelievable, because he's not known for being explosive off the beach. He's at the back at the moment, but can he turn it around?
I would say not a position we've seen him in before, but not a position to rule him out completely has.
Absolutely not.
No, and if anyone can make their way through, it's Ali Day. But Ethan Callahan is turning in first place. We also have Odin Parrish from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park now in a close second. We've got 4 Burleigh Heads that we can see all out in front with Braden Casamento.
It's Cooper Williams there of Alexandra Headland, but I tell you what, the ones at the front of this, they are phenomenal swimmers, Paulie. How important is it to sort of almost multiply your strengths, go from board into swim, knowing that you're in front and you're going into your best leg? There's got to be importance to that.
Yeah, absolutely. My apologies. It wasn't Charlie Verco on the orange board. It was Odin Parrish. Arguably also another incredible board paddler. But look, the one that looks to me very dangerous at the moment is the current Australian surf race champion.
Might be a wave on here,
Paulie. Just in there. He's up the front at the moment. But there we go. Sean Riley and Ethan Callahan had pulled down a little wave in front. Have they done enough to just split the field? Probably not yet. There's 4 on the way very close behind. It is Zach Morris, Corey Fletcher, Odin Parrish and Cooper Williams.
Zach Morris is gone. Zach Morris has taken out Corey Fletcher, but Corey Fletcher's body surfed through. Oh, that was emphatic. That was unbelievable there. But look at this. Cooper Williams of Alexandra Headland. He comes through transition first there. Ethan, the Slim Reaper Callahan, Sean Riley, Odin Parrish and Corey Fletcher. There is Zach Morris, world surf race champion. He's got a little bit of a task to do. He comes through. Where is Ali Day? Where is the great?
CJ Brennan just entering the water now. He is one to absolutely watch. He has been swimming incredible. So, look, of those first 4 guys, you would have to say Cooper Williams is probably the most dominant and strongest swimmer. He is definitely going to want to go to the front here, but Ali Day is just entering the water. Let's watch the man go to work and see what can he do.
Entering the water in 19th and 20th position, Ali Day and Henry Simpson. Now, they have both been incredible swimmers over the last bit of time. Henry Simpson has a phenomenal swim leg. As well as that, in 17th position was Australian Ironman champion Dan Collins. Now, the 3 of them, and you might be able to touch a bit more on this, the 3 of them has been strong swimmers. They have to work together from this position, don't they?
They do have to work together. They've actually got a lot of work to do. But those athletes are really calm racers. We've seen them race from behind time and time again, but they've got a fair bit of work to do because the leaders are in a pack as well. They will also be working together.
Yeah, look at that. At the moment, it's hard to make out, but it's certainly Cooper Williams, the Australian surf race champion. It looks like he's in second position at the moment. Ethan Callahan is leading this around. The young 18-year-old and the current World Ocean Series Ironman overall, he is leading this out. He's not sitting there thinking, I'm 18 years old and I'm out of place. He's owning the position. Cometh the man, cometh the hour. Let's go, Ethan.
Cometh the boy. This kid is a boy. He's not a man yet. He's still only 18 years old, Paulie, but he's out the front of this one. And look, he said, where would the race be won for him earlier? And he said it would be the swim leg. And we're watching right now. He's starting to put his work together.
And I think he's also enticed by the $10,000 prize money. Ethan Callahan as an 18-year-old.
Can we just say, hang on a second, an 18-year-old is swimming away from the Australian Open surf race champion, Cooper Williams. Ethan Callahan is not sitting beside Cooper. He's swimming away from him. This is mind-boggling.
As well as that, Odin Parrish is having a great race right here. He's putting together a great performance. Zach Morris, the world surf race champion, just on his tail. Now, Matt Bevilacqua, have we spotted him? There he is in about 8th position right now. So, Matt Bevilacqua, Jackson Borg and Charlie Verco. Where are the Newport boys there? Is the Connor Maggs, the Rattlesnake, is he hissing? CJ Brennan, he is starting to make some mends as well, but it is still that. Cooper Williams and Ethan Callahan out in front. We can't even, on our shot right now, we can't even see Ethan Callahan. That's how far in front he is.
Of those first 4 boys that went around, we spoke about it. 2 of them were formidable board paddlers, but it was Ethan Callahan and Cooper Williams, the best of the bunch in the swim, and they have gone to the front. They've split the field though, which I find so strange. When you're out in front with a strong swimmer like that, why not jump in beside him and try and be efficient and get to the front and work off each other? But they've split the field. Ethan's gone to the south, Cooper Williams to the left. Oh, he's not going to get down there. Ethan Callahan is going so hard to try and get down that. They're not going to get a little bit of a wave here. The ocean's gone flat on them. They might be swimming all the way to the beach.
Yeah, may swim all the way to the beach, but he may just get a little bit of assistance here. That 6'3" framer here stands up, does one porpoise, tries to kick down that wave. The advantage is still sizable. There's not too much on offer. It's going to be pure ski speed. Now, this is so reminiscent of his win at the Shore and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. The exact same order. Board, swim, ski. He had a ski leg to finish to hold off the stars of our sport. Now, he did it once. We might call that a shock. We might call that a fluke. If he can repeat those efforts here today, win another 10,000 on the biggest stage, the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, we never know. CJ Brennan with an awesome performance there in that swim. He's come through. The Rattlesnakes come on through. Nick Middleton, Corey Fletcher, Jackson Borg. Ali Day has swum past half of the field.
One that we haven't mentioned, but he just had a terrible ski get on, is Australian ski champion Benny Carberry. He ran around in fourth then, and I was just about to call him, but he had a shocking ski start as Ethan Callahan just scratches over the top of that one. It is Ethan Callahan in one, Cooper Williams in two. Just behind them is Sean Riley and Ben Carberry. Now, look, if there's anyone you don't want chasing you on a ski, it is Ben Carberry.
You certainly don't. Ben Carberry has a motor on him. He is fast and he is powerful, but Cooper Williams is looking really comfortable right now. It looks like he's marginally ahead of Ethan Callahan. He was a little bit under the weather in the last few weeks, but he is looking really, really strong now.
Cooper Williams loves these conditions. He's had great races every time over in Perth. When he won his Manly 10,000 last year, it was these flat conditions. He loves these longer, flatter, tougher races where maybe some of the surf skills are taken out of it, and it's a pure speed race where Cooper Williams has speed to burn. So he's going out there, but tell you what, Ben Carberry is going to be coming home with a wet sail.
Yeah, look, Cooper Williams has hit that Shore and Partners Financial Services can in first place, and he's not looking over his shoulder. He's absolutely going to work, which I love to see about Cooper Williams in one. But look at that, the nose of that race one ski. I know exactly who that is. It's Ethan Callahan and Ben Carberry. As you can see, the pink race one ski coming in the frame now. Oh boy, you do not want big bad Benny Carberry coming after you, but Cooper Williams doesn't care. He is absolutely rating through the roof. He's going for it.
He must be petrified right now of the Kingdom boys coming in behind, because there are three Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, and look at the power and muscle of big bad Benny Carberry. He says, Cooper Williams, get out of my way, I'm coming through.
Have a look at that. He is a big strong lad, Benny Carberry. That way he just drove and pushed his way to the front then was incredible. We can see out wide there. It is
chasing down is Sean Riley and Cooper Williams. So they've gone to the south, but Ben Carberry has gone straight through the middle. He is going for home now. Sean Riley on an absolute screamer down the south as well.
Look
Victorian,
at this.
He's made his way up. He's ticked all the boxes, and he's next to his training partner of Ben Carberry. They would have done this time and time again along Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park at their home beach under Michael King. They now get to do it on the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series stage. It's Ben Carberry on the inside, Sean Riley on the outside. A little lift from Ben Carberry. He's got his nose out in front. He pumps his chest. It looks like he's going to come across the line and take this one out. The elation, the big man does it once again. There's no one meaner, there's no one faster. There is only one big bad Benny Carberry, and is the champion of the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. Sean Riley comes across the line in third spot. The Morris brothers, in second spot. The Morris brothers in third and fourth. We then go back to the Newport duo, and the Slim Reaper, Ethan Callahan, led for most of the race, finishes in ninth spot. The big one there though, Ali Day, all the way back outside of the top 10 in about 12th position. That is enormous.
Yeah, look, that was the definition of muscling a win if I've ever seen. Benny Carberry, I was watching him through the middle, slowly starting to make his way into the race. It wasn't until running down for that final ski leg that he was in fourth, and I thought, here he goes, he's going to wind up. He fell off his ski, jumping into his thing, and I thought, no, it's not going to be enough, but it was. He just got on. He's too big, too powerful, an Australian ski champion, and he got it done.
He looks so strong and powerful there, but how good is it that Sean Riley has come in second place? This is his first podium, World Ocean Series. He's from Victoria. He's moved up with his family to the Gold Coast, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. He'll be stoked with that.
From another ex-Victorian, it is really hard to make it out of Victoria, isn't it, Has? So for Sean Riley, this puts him on the map. This makes all the move, moving away from home, moving away from family, taking the big risk to go up north. It makes it all worth it, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and it is a risk. I think moving away for sport, and especially moving with your family, that's a big risk. It's putting a lot of eggs in this basket, but we love this basket. He absolutely loves racing. I know he loves training, and he wants that success, and it's so nice to see him do well today. In the iron race as well, this is where you're doing the board, the swim, the ski, and the run. It's putting everything together, and this is a World Ocean Series.
Now, the ramifications of this result is absolutely enormous, because the current leader was Ethan Callahan, and he finished in about 9th spot. But across the line there in 4th position was Mitch Morris. Now, Mitch Morris is going to bank another probably 6,000 points there, and I don't know he jumps Ethan Callahan, but it's going to be a long way to getting him right up at the pointy end of there. So the final results there, Benny Carberry in 1st spot, Sean Riley in 2nd, the Morris brothers in 3rd and 4th, the Cyborg Jacksonborg in 5th. We then have another Newport across the line in 6th position, but the ramifications of this in the scheme of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series overall, where a winner, a champion will be crowned and drive away in a Subaru at the Shannon next time weekend, this is going to be telling. This race is the one they're going to look back on and think, maybe that was the one that we needed to win to get there, Paulie.
It is funny. You have a look at the history of the World Ocean Series, and all these, it comes down to points every year. How many years have we seen now where a winner has come over the top only in the final round? It's just, it's mind-blowing. So it is so crucial for these you need to make every major event a winner.
And I think Joshy's got the presentations down on the line, and Joshy, I think they might have been popping the bottles early down there.
Yeah, the boys have gone off early down here in the presentation area. Benny Carberry's already popping bottles, that's for sure. But ladies and gentlemen, the presentation for the Open Ironman final here at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic. In 3rd place from BMD Northcliffe, Zach Morris. In 2nd place from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, Sean Riley. And in 1st place and your Ironman champion from Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, Ben Carberry. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your Ironman champion and place getters. We'll let the boys celebrate for just a minute or two. Carberry's gone, oh man, he's a veteran at that, and he's done it plenty of times before. Now the boys have celebrated. I'll jump in here. Carbs, jump on down. We'll have a chat, brother. What were you thinking when you went into that final leg? Ski last, 4th place. You knew you were close.
Yeah, I knew I'd be within reach if I went in the water top 5 in the ski leg. I jumped on, did my first 20 strokes as hard as I could to get onto Coop's wash, and then sort of rested up around the cans. And on the last can, I really put the pedal down and got that inside run on Coops, and then just had first pick of the runners and was lucky enough just to pull over one with the clubmate Shawnee. So yeah, I was stoked with that.
Talk to me about Burleigh, Sean, the crew you guys have got there. It's a special thing in this sport, but I've never seen a squad like it.
Yeah, it's an amazing crew of people. Like, they're all just so nice, and everyone gets along. And the club wouldn't be the same without Kingy. I guess like having him there as a coach and a mate helps a lot, and obviously he's getting good results in the club, so it's awesome.
You've had your ups and downs over the last couple of years. You've come so close a few times, and you've had big wins as well. How much easier is it to ride those highs and lows with someone like Kingy looking after you?
Yeah, it's good. He's always got a spare time to talk to you, and if you need anything done, he's your man to see.
What about yourself? What are your aspirations for this summer?
I've got a couple, but I'll keep them to myself.
You're a man of few words. You are now the Swansea Belmont Classic champion. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, Benny Carberry.
A man of intrigue. Will keep those.
The president of the Swansea Belmont Surf Life Saving Club, Brad Fox, along with Jim Walker from that of Race 1 Surfcraft, to hand over to Jim Walker in appreciation of the phenomenal carnival being held here in the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series for that of Swansea Belmont.
Thanks, Ty, and thanks, Brad. Race 1 would just like to thank Swansea Belmont Surf Club for putting on a wonderful event yesterday and today. Their first time ever holding the World Ocean Series, and what a phenomenal job they've done. And tomorrow they're going to host the first ever World Youth National Championships. Not an easy feat. And Race 1 has a motto of giving back. And for us, we'd like to give you an adjustable single ski and a board. And tomorrow, just as an equal giving back, 28 of our Race 1 athletes are going to stay behind an extra day to help out all the nippers that are coming through with the through to this great event, the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. So tomorrow, get down and support the first ever World Youth Championships. But from Race 1 Surfcraft, Brad, we are so pleased to give you a board and ski for your club, for your wonderful efforts in holding this awesome event.
Thanks very much, Jim. Obviously, we appreciate the gesture very much. We're very proud to have this event at our beach. And I wanted to take a moment just to thank the event for today, Shore and Partners, and all of our volunteers. These sort of events don't happen without volunteers on our beach. So our work party, to all the guys that are sitting up in the VIP area, thank you very much for all your help. And this is an unbelievable gesture. Race 1 providing us with this sort of equipment for us to be able to use. We're extremely proud to have this inaugural event at our beach, this Nipper Worlds, and we're really excited and hoping it's going to be a fantastic event tomorrow. I'm sure it will be. Thank you very much. Cheers, Jim.
Great job to Brad, and also great job to Jimmy Walker as well. Let's put our hands together, please, for the Swansea Belmont Club in a phenomenal effort.
Yeah, Race 1 Surfcraft's major partner of the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, and they love their motto, giving back. And look, they do a hell of a lot of giving back. They'll have the 28 athletes down here at the Nipper World Youth Championships tomorrow, and they've just donated Swansea Belmont Surf Club an adjustable ski. A big shout out to the Swansea Belmont Surf Club. They've done a tremendous job hosting a 10,000 point event for the first time in the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, and we've had an absolute stellar program so far. And one thing that you just raised there and you alerted me to is Benny Carberry up at the Shore and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic snapped his paddle. So that is him getting back in the hunt to go from a snap paddle disaster, have no chance of winning a race, to bounce back to come and win. Like, could it just be the fairy tale moment where the snap paddle, the travesty, to come back to win the overall series? There's a bit of a story in that.
Yeah, and he would have been so disappointed at that last race, and he would have wanted it so badly to come back today. But this is what's going to make the point score so interesting, is when you see someone win, come last, the ups and downs of the racing.
And Paulie, we saw at the Shore and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic for the first time ever, the youth taplin relay, mixing between the 15s, the 17s, the genders of the male and the female, a bit like the 6-person mixed taplin. We go here with the under 15 athletes doing the swim. So we'll see an under 15 boy and girl go across there. They'll be the first to hit the water. They'll swim. We'll then tag the under 17 male and female board paddlers. It's a club event. It's a team event. The pride on the line right now is immense. Now I will go to the taplin expert. Harriet, you've won some taplins before.
I have won some taplins, but that is because I've had some excellent team members at BMD Northcliffe, but the hardest thing is to actually get in the taplin team, and I think that would have been one of the hardest things for these kids to actually make that team.
Now, Paulie, a start here. We see a bigger field than what we did see at the Shore and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. Here at the Swansea Belmont Classic, we have, it looks around 15 teams.
Yeah, look, I love this event. It only kicked off for the very first time at the Hayden Kenny Classic, but it is a great event. It is a testament at a junior level, or a youth level, sorry, of just the depth and talent within a club. Look, and that's what I love too. Even for the littler clubs, you can still be competitive. You only need one male, one female for the 15s and the under 17s. So we're seeing some of the big names. You're obviously your formidable clubs, your BMD Northcliffes, your Burleigh Heads, your Maroochydores. But it's great to see Cooks Hill, Coogin Headland, Avoca, Swansea, Belmont, the local clubs down there. And, look, it's going to be a great race as we're seeing them head on their way out now.
I'm just looking at it now, and they were actually our under-15 boys out in the water, so not the 17. So the under-15 boys are out in the water on the board first. So it looks like we're going to see our under-15 competitors on the board and our under-17. So that was a flip on what we saw at the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. Now, the result from the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic was the home club. It was that. It was Byron Oliphant that won it. And he almost slowed down that sort of young naivety, not quite there.
That's right.
He almost got pipped on the line by Newport.
The claim.
But the claim, he went early and he almost got done. But he's out here. He'll be in this team again and he'll be looking to try and go once more. And obviously right now you can see Alexandra Headland and Cooks Hill. So Cooks Hill, the New South Wales club there, and this is what we're talking about, Pulley. Those smaller clubs, they get a chance here.
Yeah, look, we love to see it. Cooks Hill has had some incredible results. I was down in the under-15s and the under-17s area earlier, and it's great to see those clubs. So much depth, so much young talent coming through. They had some great results earlier today, but we can see now the boys from Alexandra Headlands are taking the route in on the southern side there. He's doing great work. As well in the middle there, it looks like we can see Swansea Belmont, the local club there, Coogin Headlands, Maroochydore, Avoca, Northcliffe, they're all up there. We can see your club, Duffman Mermaid there, they're in the mix as well.
Yeah, young Lewis Williams there of Mermaid. He's coming on in leaps and bounds and he's getting off a good start for Mermaid Beach, but it's the Alexandra Headland club out in front. They are looking to go not 1 from 1, but 2 from 2 and be undefeated. They call Alexandra Headland Taplin Town, Paulie.
Oh, I know, I hear it all too often. And believe me, the head coach up there, Jack Hansen, reminds me all the time of when I almost got my first Taplin win at Northcliffe and the young Alexandra Headlands team stole it from right under our nose. So they're very, very dominant in the Taplins.
Oh, there's been a few that have just fallen off their wave there at the end there. There's probably about 10 trying to get on that wave, but Alexandra Headlands running around and tagging their board paddler.
Coogin Headland, the Pirates, they like to be known as the Pirates. They've got a young team and they are up and coming as we see a couple of the locals, Avoca, Swansea Belmont, Cooks Hill, some of the local clubs right there, Mermaid, BMD Northcliffe, some from the Gold Coast. We then go back to a Newport second team, Maroochydore, the Black Swans. Looks like Burleigh Heads Mowbray team have got 2 in there as well. More locals coming through with Alex B team and Redhead also. So out in front though, Alexandra Headland have gone.
Alexandra Headland have gone. They've taken the lead. They've become really confident with that board race there. And then second in behind them, there's quite a few clubs there. And what I love about this race as well is we see such a mix of clubs. We don't just see some of the dominant clubs that we see in the Opens. We see such a diverse mix of clubs here.
Yeah, look at that. We can see the Alexandra Headlands have got one hand on the trophy already so far. What an advantage it is when your first paddler has such an incredible first leg like that. It really does set up Taplins.
But it also makes you nervous. Hey, Pulley, have you ever been tagged in the lead in a Taplin and you have to get the job done?
Absolutely. It's the best spot to be in, but it's also the worst spot. When you are being hunted and you know the entire field is only one wave behind you, there is a lot of pressure because when you get tagged first, anything other than first, you've let down the team.
And I think there's added pressure when this is on TV, it is live and everyone's watching. But she's not worrying about that right now. It's Alexandra Headland. She's just laying down on her belly as she rounds the cans. She's looking really comfortable. You saw her look behind just to check what's going on.
Yeah, I saw she had one little look over the shoulder just to see how big the gap is at the moment. But you best believe when she turns this race 1 Surfcraft green can right now, she's going to absolutely not look back and go for it all the way home.
And look at the stretch there. Look at the stretch. It's Coogin Headland turning in second place. They have been doing so well, especially on the boards at the moment, haven't they?
Yeah, there's been some incredible paddlers. Scotty McCartney is doing God's work down there at Coogin Headland. They have developing some incredible old paddlers. We saw how dominant Izzy Tate was earlier today, all over with her board races, but this is the depth that Coogin are showing right now.
Yeah, I like the skills as well from the Maroochydore young girl. She went all the way around those cans, right up on their knees. Now, Harriet, you're a world board champion. That is incredibly tough work, isn't it? These under-15s that are doing it, what skills they have.
That certainly is, and you don't actually see that very often from the under-15s. They've come up from nippers, which is just lay down, and so most of them don't get up onto their knees very often, but for a lot of the athletes, that are knee dominant. That's where you get a lot of power. But as we look out here, there is not much on offer for a wave. Alexandra Headland's really trying to milk that, really trying to get down that and extend that lead.
The ocean has really just calmed down, hasn't it? We've seen waves all day long, but right now, Alexandra Headland's girl is going to have to paddle all the way to the beach. She's not going to lose the lead, though, because Kujin Headland and Maroochydore look like they'll be doing the same.
That is a tough paddle there for the under-15 girl out of Alexandra Headland. Maroochydore pool one with Kujin in second and third. The girls there, they missed that next one coming through, which included that. The home club there of Swansea, the home club now is on there. And so we know that the anchor leg for the home club, Swansea Belmont, is going to be Katie Reese. So watch for her to come home strong as we see Kujin come on through. We now have Maroochydore come on through. I wonder if that's Stanley Jarrett that's just been tagged from Maroochydore. If it is, watch for him to go because he can swim. That is a kid that can go. Swansea come on through. Currently 5th spot there for the local club.
And so they're tagging the boys now. This is the under-17 boys heading in for their surf race. They're waiting across the bank as we see the low tide start to hit.
There he is there, Duffman. Stanley Jarrett just entering the water in Maroochydore now. He is one of the most talented young surf race swimmers we've seen in a very long time. He absolutely was he almost was tripping himself up. He was trying to go too fast across that sandbank there, wading, dolphin diving. He's made his way onto the bank. Look at that rating already. He's on the outside and he is going for it. But have a look at this. Spoiler, the leader...
she's got it. She's got it.
Good.
The leader was well off course. The leader was going to the southern can rather than the northern can. As per SLSA manual, you will need to go around the course from left to right in traditional course, the way it's set. Every now and then when conditions do not permit for a traditional, we can go reverse. But she was well off course. She was off there. I don't know what section of the rule book that is, but you can quote me on it.
I don't know what was going on there, but you don't want to miss the cans. He's realised just in time just to make that correction and still hit with a lead. But that would have made a difference. Heading a little bit further, that means you're swimming a little bit further. But it's still Alexandra Headland's turning in first place, followed by Kujin Headland. The lead is still there. The lead is still strong.
Yeah, look, the boy from Alexandra Headlands, he's not going to lose the lead. He's certainly given away some very precious metres, but he's got a very, very handy lead. And I tell you what, if he wasn't going fast before, he certainly will be now. There's nothing more nerve-wracking than when you know you've gone the wrong way, you've given up metres. That's when you find that fifth gear.
Especially when everyone's watching, hey?
Yeah, definitely. You know everyone's at the beach, and Jack Hansen would have been sitting at home, I bet you right now, on the live stream absolutely cursing.
But maybe that's given him a little bit more kick because he's got that 6-speed kick going, he's got the rating up and he's going so well. It is still Kujin Headlands in second place with Maroochydore coming through.
Yeah, look at this. We can see what a dominant performance. That is such a strong surf race. A stroke from an under-17. Big 6-beat kick, high elbows as they're making their way back to the beach now. We've still got a little bit of work to do. As we mentioned before, we're seeing the tide start to go out now. It is starting to get a little bit more low tide. We're seeing the athletes wade and dolphin dive across that shallow bank. So he's got about another 10 metres until he's going to hit that back at the break and then hopefully try and pick up a little bit of a wave.
And what we're also seeing is the waves kind of look like they're about to break, but some of them are holding off. They're kind of fattening up and they're not breaking. But will he get down this one?
Needed a little bit more kick to get that down that one, didn't he? And I'm just starting to have a look at who the boys are going to come around and tag, which girls are on the line, because we know from earlier today that under-17 girls group is just phenomenal, and we have some absolute guns out there. We also have the overall open surf race series leader in Pippi Tapanya. So I've got a keen eye on where Newport is, and they look like they're in about 4th spot at the moment. So watch for her to come home, but I think it's going to be Zoe Woods that gets tagged right here.
Yeah, I think it's Zoe Woods. But they're all 4 that were in that open Ironwoman final. So all 4 under 17-year-olds are backing up straight away for the final swim leg of this taplin.
Yeah, I can see Izzy Tate is on that start line there, as I believe Zoe Woods might have just been tagged. She's going in first from Alexandra Headlands. We can also see Katie Rees is down there. Imogen Dowker, I believe, is on the line, as is Evie Van Hooven of Mermaid. So look, Pippi Tapanya, there we go. Our open surf race current overall series leader has just been tagged in second place. She is going to be hunting a win.
Oh, she will be hunting a win, and look, We know the calibre of athlete that already Pippi Tapanya is, but she's mixing around with some great superstars as well. I think it'll be Britt Ackley of Maroochydore and Izzy Tate there of Coogin. The Pirates, they're in the mix, and they're chasing down Alexandra Headland. They are 1 from 1 in our junior relay. They'll like to keep their undefeated streak alive, and at the moment, I would say she has a better line to the can than a male counterpart.
I think that's what happens when you watch the race before. You see what happened, what went well, what mistakes were made, and she does not want to make that mistake, especially because she knows Pippi Tapanya is swimming behind her.
Yeah, look at that. She's got a handy little lead. I'm going to call it 15 to 20 metres at the moment. But the rating of Pippi Tapanya right now is through the roof. She has gone straight to the front of that pack. The girls that are in 3rd and 4th aren't even trying to stay up alongside her. She's moving that fast that they are just trying to hang on to her toenails.
Yeah, if Pippi Tapanya is close enough, then she is good enough, and she will be very, very close right now. By the time they hit that first Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series can, we're going to get a good impression of how much she's eaten into that lead, if any at all. At the moment, I'd say Alexandra Headland are doing a good job at keeping the competitors at bay. They're just keeping a little bit of distance, but I think stroke by stroke, Pippi Tapanya is starting to bite into that lead.
Pippi Tapanya has done so many races today. She has done race after race after race, so she will be tired, but she looks so fit right now. She's still got that rating up, but Alexandra Headland has turned, and there's still a fair gap to Pippi Tapanya, but that gap is closing.
Yeah, she has been around the cans a number of times today. We talked about she's already won 2 race 1 tickets earlier today in both the under-17s Ironwoman and the surf race, so she has done a stack of racing today, but she doesn't look like slowing down. We've talked about it so many times. There's nothing more, I guess, impressive than winning for when you've got the club cap on for those teams races like this.
I think Alex have just taken a look under the arm there on that stroke, taken a breath, taken a look, and they've seen Pippi Tapanya right there in the rearview mirror. She's about to pull up alongside her, and I think once she does, she may just go on by. Isabel Tate from Coogins in there as well, from Maroochydore right on her feet.
Do you know what's scary about this? Alexandra Headlands is breathing to the left. I'm not sure if she even knows Pippi Tapanya's pulled up on the outside of her right now.
She just had a little sneaky look to her right. She knows Pippi Tapanya's there. So it's Alexandra Headlands, Newport. This is a team one. I absolutely love this race. Newport, Alexandra Headlands.
As well as that, the tide is changing. It's going towards low, so there is a chance of waves. We haven't seen too many waves in the later part of the program. Obviously, the storm delay earlier means that we're right back into it now. We're going to the low tide. A little wave sits up here now. Does Pippi Tapanya or does Alexandra Headland have the legs? Pippi Tapanya! No! Almost kicks over the top, so the door's still open, but Pippi Tapanya takes the advantage right now, and she puts her Newport club in front. Another little bump sits on board. This could just be another little lift for Alexandra Headland. It might not be over. They're undefeated. They're the champions on their home beach in the Shaw and Partners Hayden County Classic. We come down in to New South Welshman territory, and the New South Welshman club of Newport, with Pippi Tapanya anchoring that, takes out our Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Youth Taplin. We mix the 15s and the 17s, and it's Newport, the club on top. They take this one out. What a race. I love this race.
Oh, so do I. I think it's such a great race, having the mix of the 15s, the 17s, the boys and girls all racing together. I think this is one of my favourite races of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. But Pippi Tapanya and Newport, what a win.
Can we just talk about just how impressive that swim was? Zoe Woods is in it. Alexandra Headlands had a very, very handy lead. Now, Pippi has been around the can so many times today. She went in second. Not only did she swim her down, but then she pulled away from her. That was one of the most impressive teams, legs, paddles, swims I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was so impressive, and you can see her clubmates coming down, giving her a hug, because whilst she did so well individually, that is all for a team, and everyone wants to win a taplin. And we can also see Coogin Headland came third there. That just shows, again, we've talked about them quite a lot today. They're doing so well in the junior age groups.
And there, Swansea Belmont as well, come across the line in the top 10. I think they finished 7th or 8th overall there for the home club of Swansea Belmont, but Coogin Pirates, Coogin Headland, they have been tremendous. They are you could say one of the brightest lights in that youth arena. They are coming on. We know Izzy Tate probably leads the charge for them down there, but the Coogin Pirates under Scotty McCartney,
yeah,
they're a club to watch.
Scotty's doing so well with the youth, and I think having a role model like Isabella Tate down there to helping bring through all of those girls. There's such a good group of girls there, and boys as well. This is a mixed taplin, but really, really cool to see how well they're all doing.
Yeah, look at that. Well, what an incredible performance. It has been an action-packed day of racing. The Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic. We have seen some incredible racing. Not only that, we have had 4 seasons as well. From the very start of our finals package earlier today, we were sitting here absolutely getting belted with rain and lightning, but the show must go on, and it has gone on. What a day.
It's hard to believe, Paulie, that only 3 hours ago we were almost close to cancelling the entire Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic. And all of a sudden now the sun is shining, we're sweating. All of the water that you were complaining about earlier, long forgotten about.
The water's been replaced by sweat drops now, because I tell you what, the humidity is through the roof. I'm getting burnt up here.
Oh, Paulie, the storm rattled you earlier, didn't it?
No, it didn't. Nothing can rattle me, Duff, man. I live for these big moments.
Cool as a cucumber, cool as a cucumber. But, hey, look, it's been a lot of fun. I think Josh is down there. He's got a lot of organising to do. And, look, he's no school teacher, but he's an absolute wizard. He's getting the children under control. Joshy, no champagne, no. No champagne, please.
For the Black Swans and Maroochydore.
Thank you, guys. Just heading down to the presentation area, you're right, Duff. No champagne for the juniors, that is for sure. We're presenting the medalists and champions for the Junior Taplin Relay here at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic. In third place, Coogin Headland. In second place, Alexandra Headland. And in first place, and ladies and gentlemen, your Junior Taplin Relay champions, Newport. We'll jump on down, guys. Jump on down. We'll have a chat with our champions. What a result. We'll have an opportunity to get a wave in a second. Don't go anywhere. Come back here. We're on television. You can say hi to Mum and Dad. We'll jump in and have a chat. We'll start with you guys. How special is Newport as a club, and how much fun is doing these Taplin relays?
Yeah, it's so much fun. The club is so special. We have so many competitors. I love the YTNG crew. Yeah.
Girls are on fire, that is for sure. We'll skip you, Pippi. We'll come to you last. Talk to me about being part of this Taplin relay, getting out there on the board. Is there a little bit of pressure there?
Definitely. I kind of sold, but it's fun. Kind of came in not too great, but then Pippi and Noah kind of clutched up with the swim.
Love their work. Noah, tell me about that swim, mate. You brought back a bit of room there, and then you just hustled and bustled your way through transition. A couple of big shoulders there sent the boys flying.
Yeah, Phoenix, he's a bottom age 17. I got to show him how it's done, get him out of the way. But, no, it's all jokes. That was fun. It was hard on the way out, hard after that open swim. But, yeah, glad to get the dub.
Fantastic performance. And, Pippi, that final swim you went in, I think we sort of sit about 50 metres behind. Did you think you could get her?
After the swim I had today, I kind of thought, yeah, I could, but Millie's such an amazing swimmer, so I knew I had to put my head down and really go for it, and yeah, it paid off.
Alex gets the job done at home. You guys get the job done here. There's a bit of a rivalry forming here. Do you guys feel that?
Yeah, definitely.
100%. Hopefully next time we can win it again.
Well, the challenge has been thrown down. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Newport get the job done. And they've thrown the challenge down to the rest of these junior Taplin teams. They're confident young, that's for sure.
The amazing thing here is that we're about to go to the six-person mixed Taplin. And in the history, in all forms of the six-person mixed Taplin, there have only ever been 4 clubs that have won. Now, in the youth, there's only been 2 clubs that have won. And those 2 clubs also form 2 of the 4 of the big 6, or whatever you might call it, the big 4. So we now go to the 6-person mixed Taplin. But what a performance there from the young guns there of Newport. Pippi Tapanya anchored that one home. Noah Maggs, they've won race 1 tickets all year, all of last year. But Millie Peterson, oh so valiant in defeat there, gave everything and almost did enough to hold off Pippi Tapanya, but gosh, it's a tough ask to do.
That is certainly a tough ask to do, and Millie Peterson is an excellent swimmer, but it just shows how good Pippi Tapanya is to come around. And this has been a huge day of racing, so this is the back end of a massive weekend, and these girls are putting everything on the line there.
Now we've got the open 6-person mixed taplin relay, and there are 4 clubs you need to focus on. There are 4 clubs you need to watch. The reason you need to watch those 4 clubs is they're the only clubs that have ever won, and it's Newport. They just won the youth. Can they do the double? Alex, they lead the charge with 5 of the taplins, alongside Northcliffe with another 5 victories. The other club there, they were the champions from the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic, and it was Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. So they're the 4 clubs that have won before. But when you look along this line, you look at the likes of Redhead. They love racing for taplins. They're a club proud in this Newcastle area. Southport, they almost won the World Taplin Championship, so watch for them. As well as that, Newport Beach, Swansea, the home club, they're going to have mixed. Surface Paradise also in there. Wanda, Alexandra Headlands and Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park look like they've got a couple as well. So amazing lineup of athletes, teams and clubs, and this is it. It's the grand finale to the broadcast. It's the grand finale to the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. And let's go from the very top, Haz. Let's go right up to the very top with the open female board. And let's roll on through, because we've got 6 legs of this mixed taplin to get through.
We do, and it is board first. We've actually got the males going off first, so there'll be some of them trying to redeem themselves from the board race. I know Matt Bevilacqua was on the line there. He didn't have the race that he wanted to make that board final, so he'll be wanting to do a really good race here. But this is a really hot field for the board race.
Oh, it surely is. It's going to be a fast start, and there's going to be fireworks straight off the beach, and it's great to see as well Coogin pull together an open team. We speak about their youth and enthusiasm, but to put an open team in as well, Paulie?
Yeah, look, it's going to be a red-hot start for this open taplin event. We can see Zach Morris, Tex Dixon, Matt Bevilacqua was in there. He had a 12th in the Ironman earlier, so there's no doubt he wants to bounce back with a good paddle here. But look, absolutely flying. On the left-hand side there on the orange board is Charlie Verco there, and alongside him looks like Corey Fletcher of Burleigh on the yellow board. Those two have absolutely blown apart this start.
Well, Corey Fletcher, let's just flash back to his performance at the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. That was one of the most unbelievable paddles we have ever witnessed, going from 4th, a good 25 to 30 metres back, coming around that last can and milking that wave like a dairy farmer to get the victory for Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. People are still talking about that months on, about what that type of paddle was, Paulie.
Corey Fletcher would arguably be one of the most dominant and strong teams paddlers I reckon we've seen in years, Duff. How many taplins and board relays have we watched Corey Fletcher win from I'm going to say, an unwinnable lead?
Well, that's it. He's just got so many weapons when it comes to team races, and just these run transitions to finish as well. Like last leg, obviously, first leg for him right here, and we know fast starter, like he's off to a flyer. Tex Dixon in there as well. So Tex Dixon and Charlie Verco, 2 unbelievable paddlers right now. The box cutter right there on his tail, but Tex Dixon, we spoke about it earlier with the young Maroochydore girl, but Tex Dixon, this is trademark for him, isn't it?
It certainly is. It's that flat water racing, it's that fast racing. You can see he's got excellent technique there, and he's on his knees. He was on his knees the whole way around, and I know that's something he's really working on. That's very typical. It is, because that's where he's most powerful. So he's thinking, I don't want to get down on my belly if I'm stronger on my knees. So Burleigh Heads in the middle there with Tex Dixon. We've also got another Burleigh Heads on the left-hand side with Corey Fletcher, and then there's Newport with Charlie Verco, but there's a mix of clubs in there too.
Yeah, look, it's still very much on at the moment, but you'd be hard-pressed saying that anybody will paddle faster than Tex Dixon on the way home. He is so light, so fast on those runs. As we see now, he's down on the front of his stroke, just milking every little bit in the ocean all the way back. He's lifting the rating and the intensity right now, but he's Oh, he's done. Look at that. He's pulled down one. What an incredible paddle there was. I didn't even see that wave then, but he just managed to do enough to get down.
Fortune favours the brave. He put himself out in front. He picks up a nice little wave for his efforts as well. And then we go back. It looks like Sunshine Beach. That'll be Dill Wilson there of Sunshine Beach. The box cutter, Charlie Verco there of Newport. Right in there through the middle. Braden Razor, Casamento, and Corey near enough Fletcher. And right now he is near enough to his club mate there, Tex Dixon. So it's Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. B that's going to come around from Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. A, Alexandra Headlands, Newport, and Sunshine Beach. Dill Wilson with a big paddle. Mitch Morris goes off right there. What have you seen, Haz?
Charlie Verco just had a little stumble there, tagging Lizzie Wellborn, who is the board race champion. So this is going to be really exciting to watch. Lizzie Wellborn heading out, but there's still a bit of a gap there.
Yeah, look at that. Burleigh Heads has still got a little bit of a lead at the moment, but it's Lily Sullivan on that right-hand side at the moment. It looks like she's almost pulled up stumps alongside her clubmate, maybe even starting to edge towards the lead. It's Lizzie Wellborn hodding behind Lily Sullivan. She will want to tuck in on that tail wash and try and save every bit of energy for the way home.
Her rating is up really, really high, but it's the two girls out in front that are just really putting the effort in there. Lily O'Sullivan, we've seen her board paddling go from strength to strength lately.
Yeah, she's been paddling incredible all summer long. She went straight to the front there. She didn't even look to jump over. We talked about it earlier. A lot of the athletes often try and paddle over to the leader to get onto their side wash so that they can try and conserve a little bit of energy before they make their way home. But Lily didn't even look to the left. She saw the can and just went, I'm going straight for it. If I have to lead from start to finish, who cares? I'll go for it.
And this is what a mixed taplin is all about. Everyone wants to win for their club. So as we see the girls turn around the board turning can, the race one green can, we see Lily O'Sullivan. So we've got Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, then we've got Newport. They're so close. These girls are so close. This is the first leg. They really want to do a really good opening leg for their club.
But let's talk about the domination here from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. You've got Team A and Team B leading out the best athletes in the world, and they're 1 and 2 at the moment. Like, whatever Michael King has got going on down there at Burleigh right now in the Kingdom is absolutely working, because we have seen Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park at the front of races all day.
Well, there is so much depth within that club at the moment. Not only can they put in one strong team of 6, they can put in 2 strong teams of 6. Not many clubs have the ability to do that, but Burleigh Heads are doing that and doing it very, very well, as we see the girls making their way back home now.
And what we're seeing here is actually the big four. We talked about them at the beginning. We talked about BMD Northcliffe, Newport, Alexandra Headlands and Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. They're the ones who have won, and they're the ones in the top few at the moment.
So yeah, look at that. Lizzie Wellborn on that left side. She has pushed her way to the front here, lifted the rating. She's on the top of this one here. Is she going to do enough to get down it? Oh, she's at the top, but she's just fallen off. Lizzie Wellborn has taken the lead. We talked about her conserving energy behind Lily Sullivan on her wash and making a push on the way home, and that's what she's done. Newport in 1, Lizzie Wellborn, Lily O'Sullivan in 2. They are going to hit the beach together and stand up. On the wave behind it is Northcliffe, Burleigh, Alexandra Headlands and Northcliffe.
They're going to come through and they're going to tag the 2 bright sparks of our sport, the Slim Reaper, Ethan Callahan, and the Rattlesnake, Connor Maggs. And Connor Maggs goes straight to the Slim Reaper's feet. Lily Finardi of Northcliffe comes on through, as does Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. Scully there of BMD Northcliffe, and Alex there. Cooper Williams, the Australian surf race champ. Where is Bailey
Zach
Williams?
Morris, I love to watch Zach Morris wading across the sandbank. I'm sorry to cut you off there, Duff, but it is one of the most special things to watch. I don't think I've ever... The only wader that I can remember that would be comparable to Zach Morris across the bank would be Zane Holmes. The way he gets his knees up and across that bank is just incredible.
And he's wading in really deep water when he's getting his legs up and around, and he looks like he's running so fast there too. But these two up in front.
Yeah, look at that, the way they're going now. The other one that did a really good job then was Connor Maggs. Ethan Callahan opted for the dolphin diving, took a couple of dives, whereas Connor Maggs stayed up and went across. But look at this here.
They've just corrected themselves. They were going off course for a little bit there. They know that they have to go directly to that swim can to make sure that they're not swimming any further than they have to.
And it does look like Connor Maggs is actually pushed towards the front, so Ethan Callahan, we know he had a tremendous swim leg of his Ironman, but Connor Maggs is just proving that he's not just a board paddler, he can be a well-rounded athlete. He's actually pushed his club to the front front of this one here, and they're about to hit that World Ocean Series, Ken.
So Newport, it will be going around in first place, followed by Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, and then there's a bit of a gap to the next pack, which has Northcliffe, Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, and we've also got Alexander Headlands in there too.
Yeah, look at that. The way that they're going along the cans now. Connor Maggs made the textbook decision before I talked about it, staying on his feet, waiting past Ethan Callahan, and he's going on with it here. He's an incredible swimmer. Ethan's going to try and push up alongside the inside of him now, but at the moment it's all Newport, it's all Connor Maggs on the way back to the beach.
And we love close racing, especially when it comes to the open six-person mixed taplin. And the greatest thing is that every athlete that's being tagged is going to be doing absolutely everything they can do to bring their team home the win.
As well, the big difference, I was just starting to reflect back on that youth champion, the youth taplin, was the finish with the swim leg. With the six-person mixed taplin, we actually throw the ski in there, so it's going to be a different element. We're going to see it unfold a lot better than what we did with the surf race. It can be sometimes hard to spot the swimmers out there in the ocean, but right now, Connor Maggs starting to extend his lead.
Yeah, and we actually see quite a few juniors that are coming through here, and so these juniors have done multiple races throughout the day, whereas some of the seniors have been resting. This Ironman specialists especially have been resting throughout the day too.
Look, that gap looks like it's just started to close up ever so slightly. It's hard to tell, but there's a wave on here. I don't know if they're going to be able to get down it. The leaders certainly will, but it looks like it's going to be 1 and 2. Connor Maggs and Ethan Callahan, neither. Yes, he does. Connor Maggs, what an incredible display of body surfing.
Wave out the back, sorry, Pulley, cut you off. Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Parker on it. BMD Northcliffe on it. Ethan Callahan gets out of the way. He doesn't want any business to do with that secondary wave, but it's Connor Maggs that's hit the beach, but the secondary wave, that has closed the gap completely there. Connor Maggs looks like he created a massive advantage with that wave coming through. We go from a race in 1 to a race in 6 because there are 5 in this chase pack now. It goes Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, Will Savage there, Zach Morris, Cooper Williams and Bailey Armstrong.
And Connor Maggs has tagged Annalise Kibble from Newport. She's waded across that bank, but closely followed by is the big pack. There's quite a few in the pack there. Claudia Rose Slavin, she's swimming so well. We've got Naomi Scott as well from BMD Northcliffe. There's some good swimmers here.
Yes, Lana Rogers is out to the right too, so I'm not sure who's in the A team or the B team for Northcliffe, but it's certainly Naomi Scott, Lana Rogers, Claudia Rose Slavin out there chasing Annalise Kibble of Newport in the lead.
Have a look at the performance here as well from Sunshine Beach. They are punching well above their weight right now out here in there. Gemma Smith-Welch has just hit the water in 7th spot, but for Sunshine Beach, they're a bunch of young kids. They are out there mixing it with the best, and they are right up there at the pointy end of this race.
They are, but they've been training so hard. They've got some really good surf skills, and Gemma Smith-Welch has been racing so well, especially in the surf race.
She has really impressed me so far. We've seen so many dominant surf race performances from her. The tutelage of Wes Berg down there is fantastic, as we can see now. Surfers Paradise, Ali Day running around to make a tag there. They're going to have a little bit of work to do if they want to get back in the mix.
It's very rare to see Ali Day jump in and do a 6-person mixed taplin. He normally reserves himself at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series for his main event, the Iron. So to see him jump in, have a race for his club, Surfers Paradise, I think that probably paints a picture as to how disappointed he probably is with that 10th place. Now, for most, 10th is the highlight of their career. For Ali, it's almost like, you know what, I got to give something back to the club here. I didn't deliver on the big stage for Surfers Paradise, so I'm going to throw myself into the 6-person mixed taplin. I'm going to try and win them that.
Yeah, look, he's certainly going to be wanting to blow out a little bit of cobwebs, maybe vent a little bit of frustration by Ali's standards. Not the result he wanted to have today. But look, he raced so incredibly yesterday. The way he went through that auto-qualification process yesterday was just incredible. He was absolutely flying. And look, he just seems to be getting better with age. He's 34 and he's winning more than ever.
So we have the leader here. It is Newport, Annalise Kibble. Will she be inspired by her club before watching them race so well with Pipi Tapanya in that swim leg? But she's followed by some great swimmers. So in the pack behind, we have the 2 girls from BMD Northcliffe swimming next to each other in Lana Rogers and Naomi Scott. They are swimming so well. And Claudia Rose Slavin from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park is right tucking in behind them. Are they closing the gap.
Yeah. Alexandra Headland, it looks like, Paulie, have gone a long way to the north.
Yeah, look, interesting tactic. Do you throw it all in the mix when you're out a little bit behind? Sometimes you've got to take the chance and pull it wide, but look at this wave. It's standing up at the back. I don't think it's going to break, but maybe if they get lucky, they might be able to get a wave. Annalise Kibble is absolutely throwing her arms over, trying to get down that wave. It's not going to be enough. She wants to do the double. They want to head back down the coastline, down the M1 to the northern beaches. Newport there with a double. Taplin win the 15s and 17s. They want to win the Opens. They're halfway there to doing it.
What about the confidence, though, from Trent Herring with a wave there from the back markers, kicking down it? That's closed the gap there. That's Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park that have closed the gap there. But as I was saying, what about the confidence from Trent Herring to throw Annalise Kibble in as the swimmer when you've got Pippi Tapanya, the overall series leader in your club, and you go, no, we're back our star Annalise Kibble. We'll put her in there, and she's made no errors whatsoever out there, and proved the selection worthy right now as she comes through the arch. That's 4 of 6 legs here in the 6-person mixed taplin. The Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Swansea Belmont Classic. Coming on through, it's Naomi Scott that kicked on through. Jazzy Rush, Claudia Rose-Slaven. Archie Bargy coming through. Raywood does not want it. Scott. She wants all that smoke. She takes a tumble for it as well. Oh, there we go. Lana Rogers tags Riley Fitzsimmons. There's a bit of a gutter right there on the edge where people are diving into going, but Bianca Raywood was not messing around. She came through there and just didn't matter who was in her path. She was going.
She's an under-17. That just shows the confidence of the under-17s, but Newport is out ahead. They are going for it, and they've stretched that lead.
Look, Mitch Trim got on to an absolute flyer. He had clean water and absolutely took off. Mitch Trim was flying, but do you know who was going after it even more than him was Ben Carberry. The ferocity that he was putting down in that paddle, I dare say he almost would have snapped another paddle. There is that much power in the water.
Can you say that again, ferocity?
No, I can't. Don't make me do it again.
That was a great vocab word there. I love that one, Paulie. I didn't know you had that.
You always doubt me, don't you?
I do. I should have more belief in you. I should trust you more.
Oh, enough about me. It's all about Mitch Trim right now. Look at Newport heading towards that Apex can. They want this double so badly. He is turning that Shaw and Partners Financial Services Apex can and has a very handsome lead. But look, Benny Carberry is not giving up. He's in second place. Third, fourth and fifth, very close behind. I can see Tannen Linden. He's made the switch to Burleigh. He must be in one of their B teams, I dare say. They're also in the mix as well. Sorry, that's Chris Bolt of Northcliffe. He had a second earlier in our ski race. He's having an incredible paddle as well.
So these are the podium finishers in the ski race now backing up for the mixed taplin. They're doing the ski paddle there. Benny Carberry, look at his rating. He's just going for it there.
Yeah, Benny Carberry, a man on a mission right now. Chris Bolt is on absolute fire, paddling probably the best that I've ever seen, the Tasmanian for BMD Northcliffe. But right now it is Mitch Trim, and he's found a little bump. Benny Carberry down to the south is chasing a run though.
Ben Carberry out wide. I don't know if he's going to be able to get down it, but he's certainly got a big lift. Mitch Trim is just pulling on a wave now. He's going to be out in front on his own little wave with one leg to go. It is on, and look who he's tagging.
He's tagging Gemma Smith, but Riley Fitzsimmons. He's just pulled down away from BMD Northcliffe, just beside Benny Carberry from Burleigh Heads. So it's still Newport in the lead, and then BMD Northcliffe and Burleigh Heads coming around in second.
Yeah, Riley Fitzsimmons has had a great second half of that paddle to pull up alongside Benny Carberry, but Mitch Trim out in front right now. You could call it the length of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series transition. We are in the final leg of the Shaw and Partners Swansea Belmont 6-person mixed taplin. It's New South Wales out in front right now with Newport. Giving chase though, the Gold Coast clubs, BMD Northcliffe and Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. You've got two of the clubs there, and then you go all the way up to the Sunshine Coast, up the Bruce Highway, and you've got Alexandra Headland. They were the champs. Or sorry, no, they weren't the champs, but they are probably the most successful. They are Taplin Town is what I meant to say.
Wow, I'm not sure if Jazzy Raywood is on a backwash, but she is absolutely flying at the moment. I thought Gemma Smith, you'd almost had one hand on the trophy, but Jazzy Raywood is not giving up yet. Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park are going after Newport here. She's absolutely flying.
And Newport can't see who's behind them, but Gemma Smith, she knows how to lead a race. She is also very good at the long distance race, and this race looks fairly long out there. They've got a long way to go.
Speaking of words, one comes to mind right right now, and it is deja vu. Take your minds back to the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. Corey Fletcher gets tagged in 4th spot and comes from nowhere, turns the can and rolls on down. Jasmine Raywood has closed this gap significantly. It is probably still 10 metres, but she has taken a 30-metre lead, and she has already taken 20 metres, and we are not halfway through this final leg. Jasmine Raywood is just breathing down the neck now of the Coolangatta Gold champion, Gemma Smith. You're in a bit of disbelief, Haz.
I actually am. Jasmine Raywood is having a blinder of a ski paddle, because we all know Gemma Smith is an excellent ski paddler. She's won many ski races in her career. But Jasmine Raywood, she had a blinder of a start, and she is pulling up. She's starting to close that gap. And if we just look back to 3rd place, we've got Georgia Fitzsimmons from BMD Northcliffe, but at the moment it's all Newport.
Yeah, look at this. The girls have rounded the 3rd and final can. They are making their way back to the beach now. Gemma Smith opting to push a little bit back to the north. She's gone left. Maybe she sees something on that sandbank over there. Jazzy Raywood taking the more direct line back to the beach. Look, with Gemma Smith going a little bit to the left, it looks like Jazzy Raywood's almost alongside her there.
But it doesn't look like there is much on offer in the way of waves. So it's Gemma Smith, Newport, Jasmine Raywood from Burleigh Heads, and it looks like she's trying to rate up to get on one.
Yeah, look at this, a little bit of a runner. Gemma Smith, though, doing all the things right. She's definitely got herself a little wave here, but Jazzy Raywood is sitting on the top of it.
Yeah, Gemma Smith out in front right now. We've seen some of the falls of the great empires before, the fall of the Romans. We now see the fall of the Kingdom of Burleigh, because Newport are going to take it out. They're going to be your Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series champions. They keep the trophy here in New South Wales. They will get a chance to retain the trophy in New South Wales when we go to our next stop, the Shaw and Partners Manly Open. But Newport, they had one win before today in the 6-person mixed taplin. They make it 2. They are playing catch-up, and they now draw level with Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park on 2 wins apiece. They do the double, juniors and opens. The strength of that club, and not a mighty numbers club, not a mighty numbers club by any stretch of the imagination, but mighty in strength, mighty in pride, and mighty in victory. The champions of your Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series 6-person mixed taplin, as well as the youth taplin, Newport. What a special club. That is a big club performance.
That is something that they will be so proud of this weekend, because that's the glory. That's the 6-person taplin. That's the one that every single club wants to win. Yes, throughout the day there's been so many individual races that everyone wants to win individually, but when it comes together, this is why they're the final event of the day, because it's a club. This is when we see all the support down there, and that's really impressive from Newport.
Yeah, look, what an incredible day. And look, everything she's touched has almost turned to gold today. Lizzie Wellborn has had a day out today, has she not? A win in the board, 2nd in the Ironwoman, and now she's taking another gold in the taplin here. She's had an incredible day.
Generally speaking, and you could go back through the history books and check, as soon as Lizzie Wellborn gets a little bit of a victory, she tends to go on with it. She's a massive confidence player,
racer.
Big
Love
momentum.
That.
I go back to one of our Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series rounds last year at Bulli. She won 3 out of the 4 events, and it was just momentum that kept carrying her. So when she wins in droves, and she wins in style, and she was a big part of that winning taplin team for Newport. Just to see a great show of sportsmanship as well. Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, congratulate the champions Newport. BMD Northcliffe get in on the hugging act as well. We're going to see them, and I think they've got the big bottles of champagne here. I think they've got the big bottles now.
And they're the branded bottles of champagne too, Duff. I love that the branding's there. It's the World Ocean Series, Shaw and Partners. But the greatest thing about this too is that each of these athletes, they all know each other. They're congratulating each other, because it's great to be on the podium, but it's also great to finish 2 days of back-to-back racing.
Yeah, look, you're not wrong. Fierce in the water, friends out of the water. It's been 2 big days of racing, but we've still got another tomorrow. We've got the World Nipper Classic tomorrow. We're going to be back down here on the beach again. Myself, I'll be coaching Talabudra. Duff, you'll be down here coaching the Mermaid. Harriet, you're on the flight home, but hey, look, it's been a great weekend.
I'll text you results, Haz. I know you'll be checking in on who our Race 1 Nipper World Champs are, and
I will.
I'm hoping I've got some Mermaid names to text through, and look, we've got some great nippers out there at Mermaid. I know Paulie's got his tally crew, they're up and firing, so we're taking World Champs home to the Gold Coast, hopefully.
This will be the first ever World Championships for nippers.
It's crazy. Well, look, that's it. America, the baseballers, they've got the Little League. This is our version of the Little League. This is going to be outstanding. 28 Race 1 athletes, 28 Race 1 athletes are going to stick around, and they're going to hang around. They're going to be there. They're going to be starting races, judging finishes. They're going to be handing out prizes, giving tips and hints and everything like that. So we are in for a tremendous day tomorrow for the Race 1 World Championships. But it looks like we got Joshy. Joshy's keen. He's keen to interview the winners. He's keen to interview to tell. You're all on, Joshy. It's all you, mate. Go for it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, heading down to the presentation area, the final event of the Shaw and Partners Swansea Belmont Classic, part of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. In the mixed open 6-person taplin relay, in third place, BMD Northcliffe. In second place, Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. And in first place, and your mixed open taplin relay champions for the Swansea Belmont Classic, Newport. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together for your taplin relay champions and place getters. Well, I'll try and jump in here and have a chat if I can, Trimmy, with the boys. Thanks, Cubs. I really appreciate it. Ladies, we'll start with you down the bottom. This is a special club, a special place. Jam, you had to fight hard at the end there, didn't you? But I know it means a lot to you.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys set up the race so well. And, yeah, it's a lot of pressure going last leg when they've had such a great race up to that point. So I was just putting in everything I could. And when I got down that runner, yeah, it was a big sigh of relief to be able to put it together for this team and this club that does so much and is so special to be a part of.
Lizzie, I'll go to you. You've been a leader here for a very long time and, well, the heart and soul of the club, if we're honest. What does it feel like to get one over the Queensland clubs and continue it for the New South Welshmen?
We're very proud to always get a New South Wales win, and maybe we had some luck because this is a New South Wales beach, but here at Newport we've put in a really big winter this season, and we're really determined to try and win one of these, and hopefully we'll win another one this season too.
Annalise, new to the fold in terms of this open taplin. You've had a couple of runs here. What's it feel like to stand on the top step with some of the elder statesmen like Trimmy of the sport?
It's pretty cool. It's amazing to be a part of a club like Newport. We're such a family, and it's so much fun to be a part of like a team and get a win on as well as the icing on the cake.
And you get the title as best taplin club in the country for a couple of weeks anyway. I'm sure you'll be pretty proud of that.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll definitely be looking to build onto this form come Manly in a couple of weeks' time.
Love your work, guys. Newport taplin champions here at the Swansea Belmont Classic. I'll throw it back up to the guys in the booth to wrap things up.
A big thanks to Josh Minot and Ty Dowker down on the beach that have run the show for us here at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. They opened the package great, then the storm rolled through. It caused havoc for about half an hour. We went on delay. We felt like cricket commentators for a little while there. We were in a holding pattern. Once it cleared, though, it's turned into an absolute beautiful day. So a big shout out to Lake Macquarie City Council that have managed to fix the weather for us. I don't know what was going on at the start there, but they managed to bounce back. The host club, Swansea Belmont, Surf Lifesaving Club, have done a tremendous job as well. Now, we have had one of the greatest days of Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. And look, there's been drama aplenty from the storm to the races, the spills, the frills. It's been a great. Do you have a play of the day? Do you have something that stands out that you're going to be reminiscing on the play ride home?
Yeah, so my play of the day has to be Lizzie Wellborn. Not just because she's a good friend of mine and I love seeing her do well. She has raced so well today. So she got first in the board race, a sprint finish, which she was really proud of, second in the iron, and then she's just won the taplin there for Newport. So that's really impressive. That's 2 wins and a second here at the World Ocean Series.
Now, I do believe it's the Kamana Christmas party tonight, is it not?
It certainly is, Duff. It's the Kamana Christmas party tonight. There will be Lizzie and I there having a great time, celebrating not just Lizzie's win, but a great year.
Well, that's it. You've got plenty to celebrate after a great year in business and then great friends and obviously the great results of Lizzie and Paulie. We were just talking as well about some of the great performances out there in the men's field.
Yeah, look, there was some fantastic racing today in that men's field. But look, my player of the day winner is Big Bad Benny Carberry. Not just winning that Open Ironman, but the way he did it as well. He was back, he had work to do, he showed a lot of grit and determination. He jumped on that ski and he just showed us how powerful he is. He muscled a win today. That was fantastic. He finished it off with a second in the taplin. So look, he just keeps going from strength to strength. He had a snap paddle too in that first round of the Hayden Kenny Classic.
The fight
so now
back there is
to
just
fight
incredible.
Back and come back from such a setback like that. Look, the overall men's series is well and truly up for grabs. There were some big notable missing names as well. Joey Collins and the world champion Finn Askew missing out. Look, who knows who's going to win at the moment?
It's up for grabs, isn't it? We've got that's top 2 of our 5 premier events, but the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, it goes across 14 events. Our next event is the 7,000 point down in South Australia, the Glenelg Sprint Challenge. Now the 7,000 point events, they are massive events, okay? And we'll see the likes of Pippi Tapanya and Noah Maggs go on down there and be there because the performance that Pippi Tapanya put out today, she's the current Open Series leader in the surf race. She finished second on the podium today. She was a race 1 ticket winner in the Ironwoman. She was a big anchor leg in that youth taplin win, so she's had a stellar day out, and I think the race 1 ticket is just proving its merit right now with the great performances from everyone around. We would like to take an opportunity though to thank our amazing sponsors, our race 1 Surfcraft, Jade Swimwear, obviously Shore and Partners Financial Services, We Are Feel Good Inc., as well as the host clubs. We will see you in a little while time. Make sure you follow the socials at World Ocean Series. Get on board, get in touch, be on board, and we will see you next time.